you've been trying to book your tickets to Wakanda all night, fam. If you up, smash that like button. Welcome to Black and the Black Times Infinity. I'm your host, Cthulhu's Prodigy, coming to you live and direct from the stack. Smoke me out, fam, with that dang shit on my left. Your boy Blue.
Hey, you need to shut the fuck up and have a drink, is what I would say if I was a therapist.
Oh, damn, that's dank advice. All right. On my far right, engineer number 1 to 2, Chuck people out of 3, post credits.
I got more origin movies than motherfucking Spider-Man.
Oh, they say though. On my immediate right, oldest ninja in the world, old ninja.
When you're talking about Black and the Black Times Infinity, best put some respect on it.
Ooh, and on my far left, Stitch.
The living aren't done with you yet.
Oh! We got guests, gentlemen. We got guests. Our one guest. We have Crystal from Culture Junkies, Black Girl Magic. What's up, fam?
Hey guys.
How are you?
Cracking up over here.
Yeah.
She's trying not to laugh. I started cracking up over here.
Oh my God.
We're ready for that day? All right.
Yeah.
So I bet you online and I'm familiar with your YouTube channel that you're doing some hosting and whatnot for. I was a huge fan of how much of a gamer girl you are, and we'd love to know a little bit about your background and your, as we like to call it, geek credentials. Like, what made you a fan of shit?
What made me a fan of shit? I play video games for pretty much my entire life, so that's pretty neat.
What system?
I started off on an SNES,
Ooh.
but I had Pong when I was a kid. That was it. My uncle was actually a video game designer. He worked for a gaming company, so we used to always get demos and free games. And I think with my PlayStation, my PS2, I had 83 games.
Damn!
Yeah, it's pretty bad. That's basically it. I don't really do a lot of nerdy stuff. I don't like comics.
You don't like comics?
No. Cat.
So hold on. So Wakanda doesn't call you?
Oh.
Like, come on.
I mean, I watched the movie. That's enough for me.
There you go.
Yeah.
What are you playing right now, though, in terms of games?
I'm still playing. I actually played Fallout today, but I've been playing Tomb Raider because I haven't played Tomb Raider, the second Tomb Raider, because of Fallout.
Oh.
So I'm trying to catch up on the first one again, beat that again, and then I'm gonna get the second one.
So what platform are you gaming on?
PS4.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
I still have the 360. I still play Black Ops 2 on the 360 sometimes. That's it.
Nice. Very cool.
Could you fire off maybe like 2 or 3 of your favorite games of all time?
There you go.
Yes. Tales of Symphonia,
Oh.
all the Kingdom Hearts.
Uh,
Maybe my third one.
God of War.
Not God of, I never played God of War.
Oh.
Little Big Planet?
Well, no. I sound like you have an
What's
Xbox.
my favorite? What happened?
You have an Xbox One?
No.
no, she's
Diablo 3 would be my third one.
Yeah, that's a good one with Blizzard. I love it. Good stuff. And are you playing or have you already obtained Uncharted 4, which is all the rage this week?
No, I never played the first 3, so I guess there's no point in me playing the fourth one.
Listen out on the Naughty Dog.
I need to know if your settlement is better than Prodigy's settlement in Fallout. Because he needs some tips from what I hear.
He's been on Pornhub. He can't find all the right shit.
I don't really bother with my settlements. I know the DLC is coming out for it, so.
Far Harbor or something like that.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
My husband is excited about it, so.
It's so much fun. I will say this: my settlements aren't that great, and I've encountered some errors and whatnot where I'm falling through the ceiling or through the floor.
That happens to me all the time.
Yeah, and I hate that. Plus, I'm a really shitty decision maker in RPGs, and I'm learning more and more about myself with that. So yeah.
Yeah, I'm still amazed on Mass Effect how you got Tally to die. I can't even replicate that shit.
She committed suicide.
Yeah, I don't know how you did that.
I don't know how you did it either. Man.
I tried replicating that. replicating that exact shit and it didn't happen.
I had literally
Yeah,
nobody
because
die.
you just don't let it happen.
Yeah, he doesn't. What he see? He sees words on the screen. He's like, I'm just gonna go with my heart here.
Yeah.
And he just presses whatever the fuck he wants to
He
press.
does.
It's all about smashing buttons.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Usually if it's like red, which means bad, he's all, I'll see what happens here, and then he can't take it back. He's all, well, I'm just gonna keep going.
I like to go in an RPG. I like to go all the way there with the evilness.
Yeah.
And what happens is people say, "Oh, well, this is an evil motherfucker. Let me try to destroy him
Yeah.
in a fucked up way, or let me not try to help him." And I'm like, "Oh, but I want help."
No.
I want to be evil, but I want people to like me.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't really have both.
Yeah.
You can't be neutral.
Actually, in Mass Effect, you can kind of be neutral.
Can
You can.
Is your
Yeah, but
husband
it's
as much of a gamer as you are, or who's sort of
No.
the heavy? You're the heavy gamer.
Yeah, I am.
All right. Tell us a little bit about Culture Junkies as a whole, because at least that Facebook group is lit as fuck with so much nerdy geek shit. And you're always on there with your face and whatnot, speaking about games and speaking about all kinds of geek shit. Tell us about it.
Culture Junkies. I started being a part of the web show. I still don't know how to say it to people. I joined the web show earlier this year. They seem to just like me, I guess. I mean, it's not really.
Do they
not
call
really
you fam?
What do you say?
Do they call you fam?
Yeah, for
All
sure.
right.
I'm invited to all the barbecues.
There you go. So
But,
you join them, you fuck with them heavy, they fuck with you back, and you're obviously really responsive with the fans on there.
Yeah, it's basically another nerd group. So.
And y'all get into anime too, though.
Oh yeah, I watch anime as well.
Oh, see? So she doesn't read comics, but she does anime and games.
Okay.
That explains why she likes Kingdom of Hearts to me.
Well, we're not judging anyway, but I mean,
No.
So what's your favorite anime out right now?
I haven't really been watching. I've been watching K-dramas, trying to catch up.
Korean drama movie.
What you know about 4 Minute?
4 minutes. Awesome.
I never really liked them. I like Hyuna though.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Cool.
All right.
We say arigato like we say arigato.
Yeah.
Even though it's not Korean, but we don't give a fuck.
Oh. But
Yeah, it works.
if
Yeah.
I say Death Note, you are down with that?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Do you like your anime jiggly or fan servicey?
Neither.
Which one's a
Uh,
lady?
Yeah, no. She's probably more interested in character development and story, real.
No, I'm like total disgusting romance sappy.
Oh,
So-
Have you seen Sword Art Online?
Yeah.
Oh,
Hey,
she's not a
The
fan.
Culture Junkies, they always make fun of me because of I like Sword Art and Attack on Titan.
There you go.
Yeah,
They tell me that I like garbage apparently.
What?
Oh, fuck our couch. Those are great fucking shows.
Yeah.
Attack on Titan.
I'm actually pissed that Attack on Titan is being pushed back to next year.
Yeah, I know.
I
I was hoping it would be out this summer and then all of a sudden push back.
No,
Oh, God.
as long as I don't pull a goddamn Terraform Mars, I don't give a fuck. 'Cause
Oh, that's
Terraform
true.
Mars have me heated. They fucked that show all up.
I still need to watch it just to
Don't
see how
watch
bad.
it. Don't. You're gonna be angry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the only thing I wanted a little bit more from Attack on Titan, because I'm a pervert, is more panty shots. But,
Oh my god.
You got
That
giant
was-
naked people running around.
Yeah, that's true.
but there's no genitalia on those giants and shit.
But they're naked.
They're not naked.
That's why I didn't watch High School of the Dead.
Oh, how dare you!
I'm like, these are children. Why?
No,
are
they're
you
high school. High school
Oh my
students.
god.
That's true. though.
Have you heard of suspend your disbelief?
Yeah, yeah.
That's all you gotta do. If you just pretend a little bit older, pretend they're all 18-year-olds.
There you
It's all
go.
good. And,
Oh
and
my
then you're
God.
not in your
Well,
see,
my
if you
fucking 30s.
believe,
So.
Yeah.
it'll be true.
But there's no sex in High School of the Dead.
No, but there are like plenty of panty shots.
Yeah,
and jiggly.
there's a lot of jiggly, but
There's a lot of
there's,
innuendos.
but there's a lot of killing and slicing.
True.
Yeah, I'm
A
like,
lot of
see,
that.
there's
That's
no
all that
way,
matters.
yeah. I mean, there's no way that the girl should be like that developed in like swordsmanship and have a thong on.
Yeah.
Well,
I'll
it
pretend that
was-
she's older.
I think we get most of the jiggly from the teacher, though. 'Cause
No.
No.
You mean the nurse?
Oh, was it the nurse? Yeah, the nurse. I'm sorry, the nurse.
And
Yeah.
several students. Yeah, the one with the purple hair, I forget her name right
Yeah.
now. But where they shot the 50 cal was a sniper?
On
Or?
her, from her titties.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
was like,
Oh
and then
my
it shot
God.
through her titties. I was
Yeah,
like,
that was impressive. That
Yeah.
that was great character development.
This guy.
So it was
Yeah.
fun. It was fun as shit.
Yeah, but High School of the Dead actually really is a good show. I mean, it's kind of like I want to say high school version of Walking Dead.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so much. Yeah.
I don't like
But not as
that.
much as
She's like, I'm not a fan. Fuck
Yeah.
that.
So
If it's not Clementine, I don't want anything. to do.
Ooh.
if you're into anime with drama, I would recommend you watch Erase. It's kind of like a little bit like Butterfly Effect, but a little bit more kind of Japanese stylish anime. It's really good. I really highly recommend you watching that if you like
Okay.
if you're into drama. Because there's murder and like kids dying and people trying to save other people's lives. Yeah, it's pretty dope.
But is there romance?
Yeah, there's a little bit of a kind of like a kid
I'll check it
romance
out.
a little bit, but not sexual. It's like, hey, you know, this little boy had a crush on a girl and he goes back to try to save her and stuff like that. Yeah.
See, when
Wow.
she says romance, I keep thinking like, you know, what's that mouth do? And someone
Ah.
responding to that.
Not that.
I mean, that's romance for
That's not
probably.
romance. Let's get to the point.
Oh.
Yeah.
That
Let's
comes after
go.
romance.
You know.
You are something special.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah. Sorry, don't mind me. So in terms of, I know you're not reading a whole lot of comics, but you're watching the movies. Are you also watching the TV shows with comics and superheroes? Or what movies are you watching right now?
I don't watch shows.
What?
You know,
I watched the first season of Daredevil.
Oh, that was
Okay.
amazing.
The ending was kind of garbage. I'm not gonna lie.
Really?
But I don't really watch TV a lot.
All right, but what about with the movies though? What have you seen? With
I watch the
comic
movies.
book?
I watch every movie. Well, except Ant-Man, because I thought that was garbage.
Ant-Man was hilarious.
Ant-Man was awesome.
Actually, I was.
I didn't know who he was, so I was just like, it's a guy who can turn tiny. I was like, I can pass this one.
Yeah.
Until I saw Civil War, and I was like, I guess I'll check it out.
What about Guardians of the Galaxy? Because that was a pretty no-name group of people. Did you watch
Yeah.
that? You like that?
I surprisingly liked it, because I didn't know anything about him, so I had no expectations
There
for the
you go.
movie at all. And it surprised me.
Everybody loves Groot. I will say, and I loved Rocket too.
There's a red raccoon.
Rocket was just fucking brilliant, man. It came out of nowhere for me.
It's funny.
You
It was
know?
great.
What about Winter Soldier versus this latest Captain America? Which one did you like better?
Captain America or Winter Soldier?
No, I'm sorry.
No,
Winter
he's talking
Soldier versus Civil War. My fault. I can't.
Oh.
Thinking about booty.
Respect on it.
Civil War, because
Ooh.
Spider-Man was in it.
Ooh.
I had some problems with the.
Well, tell us
I
what-
really liked it.
Well, I really wanted to like it. We're gonna get into it later, but I'll spoil something right now.
Go ahead.
Like the problem that I had with Spider-Man. Don't get me wrong, I love Spider-Man too, but I just don't want to see him as a kid again, and I don't want to see the next movie another
That's
goddamn origin movie. Like this is like the third origin movie we're gonna have in like the span of maybe 15 years,
Yep.
less than that. I'm just like I just don't want to see it again. And the fact that Tony Stark had a big problem with, like rules and shit like that, and like registering with the government. But yet he goes to a kid in high school and is like, oh, yeah, come on my team and beat up adults. It's like, that shouldn't make any sense to me. I was like, why are you just going to snatch this kid up out of his fucking daily life? And be like, hey, come help me beat up adults.
And
It's
yeah, the
like,
kids are fucking dying too. So
yeah, I just didn't. That shit, from a moral stand ground, I was very confused. And then Marissa Tomei being the hot-ass fucking aunt, I was like, what?
I want to go deep inside with her.
Well, yeah, but it's just like, that's not Spider-Man.
She's like,
Yeah.
You mean that's not me?
that ain't on me though. That's somebody's auntie's about to get some eggplant.
if you watch Disney's the Spectacular Spider-Man, his aunt in that is kind of hot.
Is that a cartoon?
Yeah,
It's a cartoon.
Yeah, it's just-
I mean, she's not like rickety old, like
I'm gonna-
grandma's out doing shit.
I'm gonna wait till we
Skydiving.
keep it, and then I'm gonna add my
Yeah.
Well, if there was no previous Spider-Man movies, I would be super excited about Spider-Man in this movie. But the fact that there was two franchises that also included origin stories, I was kind of disappointed on that. And the fact that they asked basically a teenager to come to another country and then fuck shit up. It was kind of weird to me, but yeah.
Crystal, what were your thoughts on this Civil War movie though? Let's get your insight.
I really enjoyed the movie. I mean, I'm not a big movie watcher at all. Everybody who knows me knows that I don't really like sitting in a dark room for 2 hours and looking at a TV screen. But I mean, I really liked it.
What was
So,
your
but
favorite
apparently my opinions are garbage because I like Batman versus
Oh
So-
no, you got that one.
Yeah,
You know?
I thought
Yeah.
you were just gonna say you like Batman. I was like, oh, here we go.
Oh, I hate Batman.
Oh, my girl.
Oh, shit!
Yeah,
Yeah.
plug.
Hey, she's not Howard, all right?
Yeah, damn!
She gets leveled up.
Yeah. All right, you got love and hate coming at you right now. I don't know what's happening.
It's
next.
like you just gained mana and then lost them.
Yeah, tell us what your thoughts on Mr. Bruce Wayne.
I think he's Boo Boo Crumbs.
Why
My
Crumbs?
brother is actually my brother's favorite superhero. So I think my hate evolved from my brother being his favorite, and I just think he's a stupid character, to be honest.
You just call him literally Dingleberries.
Yeah, she did.
Voodoo
She
crumbs.
literally did.
All
Hey,
right.
Pierce died. I'm rich.
Oh,
Like, bro, okay, we
Yes.
get it.
damn.
At least he's making a difference with his money. He's not just like being a playboy bachelor out there doing rich people shit. He's actually like
Well,
trying to help people.
Doesn't he do both?
Helps community. Well, the other part of Forsage.
She still
A
does.
He
facade.
still doesn't.
Hey, I'm black.
Hello, we're all black.
But you know what I said.
But the white people won't.
That list gets stronger and stronger, but I can't say
You got our foreign listeners writing shit down. What the fuck does this mean?
Yeah, let the secrets out.
all right, so you're not a fan of Batman, though. Do you fuck with Superman or Wonder Woman in terms of the DC universe or Lantern?
Superman, if it's Henry Cavill, because I'm trying to
Ooh, okay.
smash, and Wonder Woman. I'm mad about the character choice for Wonder Woman, but I'm excited about it.
All right, so not a big fan of the actress gal, but you like the character, is what I'm hearing.
Yes.
So, I have a question for you. What are you excited for as far as gaming that's coming out soon?
Oh my god.
All right.
What is it? Horizon Zero Dawn.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
excited for that. And I am currently with child, so my baby's supposed to be born September 18th.
All right.
And Final Fantasy,
Congratulations.
thank you. Final Fantasy is supposed to be coming out September 30th, so I'll have
Okay.
something to do for that.
No, you won't. Wait, do you have kids?
Right? Because I haven't enjoyed any Final Fantasy game since 10 and 10-2.
Oh, okay. But I'm just saying your kid's gonna take up a lot of that time.
My husband will take care.
Oh!
Hey, honey, go get the baby. I gotta level up.
Take care of this diaper explosion.
Yeah, I'm in the middle of a battle right now.
You know what? Horizon Zero Dawn doesn't have a release date yet. It's,
I
This
know.
is
this year.
fall, right? This is
Yeah,
fall.
it says this
Yeah.
year.
So,
God
What
damn.
what about No Man's Sky? Are you excited about that?
No, that looks like a children's game to me.
Dude,
Yeah.
her opinions are raw as fuck.
Damn.
She's all fuck your feelings.
Yeah.
She's not on the fence about anything.
No.
I don't like.
Alright.
No fucking
Hot
gray
and
area.
cold. I love it. All right. What was the other one? So obviously
Uncharted.
Uncharted dropped, but she doesn't have it, and she hasn't played any Uncharted. But Gears is coming.
Yeah, Gears is coming.
God, I hate Gears of War.
Oh! Damn!
That thing is so bad.
No. Actually, I'm not a huge fan either of Gears of War because it feels like you're in the slowest person ever trying to fight a war, and it's like, dog, you can't even fucking hardly run.
Yeah.
Like it's just the voice I can't get past.
Oh.
My dad died. I'm just like kill me now.
Damn.
Yeah.
Isn't
well,
that Ice-T's in that, right?
yeah,
Yeah,
he's in
yeah.
the last one.
He is
Or
in one of
not the last one. He's in part 3. Gears 3. He's not in Judgment.
That's
As far as I know.
at least for the box. That's one of my favorite franchises.
Dude, that's just such a great.
At least
I
for
mean,
the co-op.
we've talked about 4-player co-op and how there's usually a lack thereof, and that has great 4-player story campaign co-op,
Yeah.
and that's kind of like a lot of games really aren't doing that. They're switching more to that whole MMO like formula now.
Yeah. But
Yeah, I do miss couch co-op games. That is one thing I miss.
I'm gonna switch back to the movies. Suicide Squad. Looking forward to it. Is it gonna be a hype? What'd you say? Kristen?
Yeah, I'm excited for it. It has Viola Davis in it, so I gotta watch it.
Ooh, so you're a fan of that casting. You didn't want what was my girl? CCH Pounder? What the one woman who did
Oh,
the
from-
voice of Amanda
Amanda
Waller?
Waller, yeah, she's founder. Yeah, that should be her.
So you'd rather have Viola than the one from the voice from several of the cartoons? Is what-
I don't watch the cartoons.
Oh,
I go into movies with no expectations, and it usually turns out pretty well for me.
Well, so check out the DC animated movies are actually very, very well done.
Yeah.
They're actually better, in my opinion, better than the movies.
yeah, that's
All
that's
the
right.
movies.
That's
All the
that's
live
a
action
show.
movies.
That's how they act.
I know Batman the Animated Series was complete trash.
Oh,
Like,
what
I have-
the- Cut,
So you just killed half our audience.
Yeah.
God damn.
Yeah. Half right is his hat. Heart attack.
Yeah.
Hey.
I was about to jump out the window, jump on my back plane, and come up there and say hi.
Scorching the earth. Just
Yeah.
scorching.
Are you trolling us?
When did the nukes come?
When I joined Culture Junkies and I said that, they thought I was the hugest troll, and I'm like, I swear to God, I'm serious.
Oh.
Hey,
Yeah.
Prodigy almost kicked out his kid's mom out of the car for saying something.
Yeah.
Yeah, he really did.
What don't you like? Just so I can understand. So us and other people can understand. I mean, what was it that didn't work for you with that? What didn't you like?
Well, just like
Patrick
Batman.
was horrible. I mean, it was kind of unpleasant to look at, but I was like, it's made in the '90s. I'll give it that. It was just the script was horrible. I mean, what episode did I watch?
minute, so
I got a list of episodes to watch.
When did
And
you
I-
watch it? What age were you when you watched it?
I watched it a couple months ago.
Okay, that's fine. All right. That's probably one of the reasons. And you don't like Batman. We already established this.
Okay.
That makes sense.
I think the episode I watched was when Two-Face became Two-Face or something.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Ugh,
really odd.
garbage.
You should see the episode where
Why, Sway? Why?
How?
Oh, how? That's what it is. How, Sway? How? How you don't like that?
Oh, wow. Oh,
Yeah.
actually,
I didn't even say anything.
we should give a special shout out. We're doing the live chat, as you might, I don't know if you're looking at, but we call it the Infinity Vault. Actually, they named it. A lot of them are congratulating you on your child. So, we want
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
was it a boy? Is it a
That,
boy?
wait, that was before you said you hated Batman.
Oh!
Batman the animated.
Is it a boy or a girl? I'm sorry.
It's a boy.
It's a
Do
boy.
you have any names picked out that we can help you with?
Bruce Wayne.
Oh, I would not love my childish name.
Oh.
Damn!
Yeah, we already have a name picked out.
You should name him Blue.
What the hell?
Blue.
It's like who? What about Grayson? That's a good match.
Oh.
Damien.
Wait,
There you
I-
go.
My
That name's already
husband is
taken.
Kazakh.
Huh?
My husband is Kazakh, so we're getting a name from his place.
Oh, okay. All right. Good stuff. So it'll be a cultural.
Can you say what the name is or no?
Yeah, I can say Han.
Han.
And we're still working on the last name because we might change just blah. So right now it's Han Talgatala Kurmangoshin.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
That
Yeah.
was a mouthful.
That's fucking culture right there.
Yeah. I'm saying that's extra cultural.
Yeah.
You
Oh,
gotta
He's
say
gonna
it.
have
I say it.
the shittiest time learning how to spell.
Yeah.
that's all right.
The teacher won't even be able to teach him. Like, actually, mom, dad.
Like kid you're on, like for
Yeah.
real.
So I got a fucked up first name, and it taught me later in life how not to give a fuck.
Yep.
So because
Yeah.
people would just mispronounce it, I was like, you know what? I don't give a fuck anymore.
You know what? It's alright.
It is what it is until it ain't. And this is your first one that you're expecting, right?
It's my first one.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I'm the eldest of like 10 though, so
10 kids. Damn.
So,
so it's not really my first one.
so you know how to raise kids, man, is what you're saying.
I raised five.
Damn.
Damn.
Yeah, well,
It's like my mom.
yeah. Well, congrats, man. That's
Thank you.
fucking awesome.
Wait, hold on. So since you were talking about Batman, did
Yeah.
you watch Gargoyles at all?
I did when I was a kid.
How'd you like that?
I honestly don't remember it. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
Okay.
So, just wasn't a big fan of that kind of genre, you know. But that's
No.
all right. What cartoons did you like, so we can get on track with where you are? Any from childhood that you still cherish
Like
that we can shit on?
Ninja Turtles or anything? Or
You can't-
Rainbow
You
Bright.
can't shit on Courage the Cowardly Dog.
Oh,
That's actually that's a funny.
Actually,
story.
that's pretty funny. I didn't like it at first, but it kind of grew on me when I started liking the show.
good shit.
I always got nightmares, but I like
Really?
scary stuff.
All right, good shit.
Well, that's good. That she, I would imagine she's not watching all this because she's too busy gaming.
There you go. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that is true.
Yeah, I mean that's cool because there's a lot of games that give you a lot of content nowadays that you can just be on and just be
Like
smashing.
Fallout. I
Fallout.
like that comic book.
Yeah,
So like Fallout.
I like Batman Arkham, second
Oh,
Arkham City.
Arkham City.
You know the Batman games are a lot better than
Okay.
actual
Okay,
Batman.
you definitely redeemed yourself. And Blue's Eyes.
yeah.
Yeah.
I still dig him for that.
Yeah, the Fro's awesome.
Thank you.
The Fro is awesome.
Hold on. So did you see the 27 things that black people ask black people on BuzzFeed at all?
Oh,
I haven't seen that video, but I've seen a lot of reaction videos.
Oh,
Yeah.
Did you see our reaction video?
No, I didn't, but I'm
It's-
pretty sure it's gonna be
we
hilarious.
went
It's
in.
dumb as fuck.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
one of the questions was something about if you're an African American female and you have your hair natural, why is it considered a political statement? And I was like, how the fuck is that a political statement? That's how your fucking hair grows.
You know what? Honestly, I did make a post about that yesterday or a couple days ago.
Okay.
A lot of people do see it as a political statement, which I don't understand. I'm like,
Well, hold on, but
I just do my hair every morning.
do black people see it like that, or do white people see it like that?
Are you guys familiar with the term hotep?
Yeah, we learned it from a really weird guy from Detroit.
Those are
From Michigan.
Yeah.
Worst guess.
For
ever.
them, it's more of a political statement than anything.
Those people are fucking stupid.
Yeah.
I personally don't know any hoteps because I wouldn't associate with something like that. So yeah.
You probably try to strangle someone. I could see that.
Oh, I could definitely strangle. Yeah.
Hey, so actually, Crystal, I wanted to know if people wanted to obviously watch the incredible YouTube channel or join some of the Facebook groups or follow you on Twitter. Where can they go to find Culture Junkies and yourself?
Okay, on Facebook, it's just Culture Junkies, so you can join the group, no problem. On YouTube, it's Culture Junkies. We have shows this week is going to be, what's today, Wednesday? We used to have shows every day of the week. Now we're going to do Monday, Tuesday, no, oh my God, I don't even know what I'm talking about. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday.
Okay.
So that's a new change for next week. So you guys are free to go on Culture Junkies on YouTube. We're on Twitch as well.
Do you want to talk about exactly what you guys do on your YouTube channel for those that are listening?
Yeah. So on our YouTube channel, every day we have a topic that we usually put out the day of on our Facebook page. I have pregnancy brain. I'm sorry.
That's all right.
And you know, we always have the news of what's going on, which I'm usually in charge of the news. We have our topic, and then we have people talking about the topic. I mean, it's pretty much like you guys.
All right.
It's not
as dang.
Not as dang.
Yeah. Yeah, there you go. No, that's awesome. And you're on Twitter too, I believe, right?
Culture Junkies, yes, we're on Twitter.
Okay.
And we are, I don't know if there are girls watching, we are thinking about starting a girls section of Culture.
Do it. Definitely do it.
It'd be pretty nice.
So we have a sister podcast called Earth Girls Are Easy, and they're pretty awesome. And they're the dames of dank.
Yeah.
I'll check them out. Let me
yeah. Definitely check them out. They're really good. It's with my girlfriend K-Mac and then Prodigy's girlfriend Mishka, and they talk about all kinds of crazy shit.
Yeah. All kinds.
And they actually
I still don't know how to use my phone. Earth Girls.
I'll send it to you. It's
okay.
A little differently,
Thank you.
But it's Earth GUR.
I'll put it in our chat.
Thank you.
Yeah. So we'll send it to you.
Get ready, get it tight.
Thank you so much for joining us, fam. We are going to continue watching Culture Junkies and seeing you online and hopefully doing some gaming on Twitch or something like that.
Oh, yes.
All right.
Cool. Thanks, Crystal.
Thanks.
Appreciate it. Congratulations again.
Thank you.
Peace.
Bad Mr. Law.
Fuck Batman.
Damn.
Damn. Have you seen my laptop?
Yeah.
She's still listening about me.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna make sure y'all are talking shit.
Yeah, no. Blue just loves Batman.
All right, so now we're hanging up, Crystal. All right.
All right. Thanks. Peace.
Bye.
No, that was cool. That was cool.
Damn, she had no fucks.
Yeah, zero fucks.
I love that.
It was either strong one way
Yeah.
or strong the other way.
Yeah.
You know, no in between.
That's
like
good,
that.
though. There's no beating around the bush. Just like, nope, yep, nope, yep, fuck you.
Hated it.
Yeah.
Fuck your childhood.
Yeah, pretty much.
But how does she not like Batman?
All right.
There's no convincing somebody like that.
No, there ain't none.
I said we're eating at Sizzler.
Oh.
You and Scissor, god dang.
So again, I smiled.
But 80 some PS2 games.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
PS2 was a great console.
I got a lot too.
Yeah.
I wasn't gonna one up though.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
A lot of PS2 games?
I've got a lot of games in general.
Oh, yeah.
I do too, yeah. I don't like Cronus. I don't trade back my games. The only game I traded back was an awful ass fucking game, and that was the Superman.
Oh, that was the N64 one?
No, it was on the Xbox. I don't know if it was on the. Yeah, it was. Oh yeah, Superman Returns game. That game fucking sucked.
That was horrible.
It was so bad. I beat it and returned it. It was so
really?
fucking bad.
All right, so a big fucking event just happened. We talked about it a little bit last week to set it up, and it came out. So Captain America: Civil War finally dropped. The entire squad here on Be the BTI has seen it. We are going to go deep inside.
Yes.
And for those listening who have not seen it, there will be spoilers.
Yes.
Repeat, spoilers be fucking damned. We going deep in. So that's what it is. Garth?
So, well, you already heard about some of my concerns with the movie. Don't get me wrong, I fucking love the movie.
Yeah, it was great.
But the whole part about Spider-Man just fucked me up. I was like, how fucking dare you talk all this shit about moral high ground and being accountable. Meanwhile, you take a fucking minor out of high school, you fly him to goddamn Germany, you have him fighting fucking adults where he could possibly fucking die. I was like, how does that make any goddamn sense? It didn't make any fucking sense.
I hear you on that, and my issue with that aspect was why I am sort of souring on Iron Man as a person and character in this universe. I don't have any issue with how the movie was written.
Wait,
in
say
terms,
that again, I'm sorry.
in terms of how Iron Man, Tony Stark's behavior, he's sort of aggravating me and pissing me off with his logic and how he's behaving.
Well, he's supposed to, but yeah.
Yeah. So in terms of like the actual movie, I didn't have an issue with that, with him doing that, because Tony's behavior just doesn't make any fucking sense. And we'll go deeper and deeper and deeper into it, but it's like Tony's constantly fucking wrong, and he's making excuses and just changing the rules as he goes along,
So-
just to prevent himself from admitting he's wrong.
Right.
sometimes.
So here are the problems with Tony Stark, which makes him likable and dislikable, is because first of all, he came from money. All right, so he's not used to like normal problems, and so when he became like an actual hero, and like once he faced like big wars and shit like that, he actually has a really bad form. It's pretty much PTS, right? He's got post-traumatic stress. He doesn't know how to deal with it because he's been so sheltered in his life, and so for him, he wants to just protect people, but he wants to protect them almost from like a totalitarian type of way,
He
right?
tries to buy his way out of a lot of shit.
Yes, and
By his guilt.
that's a problem, and that's the main dichotomy between him and Steve Rogers. Steve Rogers came from the bottom,
Yeah.
and so he knows what it's like. He doesn't need to be prepared. He doesn't want to protect people. He wants to protect them, but doesn't want to take away their freedom. Tony will go to the extreme where he'll be like, all right, to protect you, I'm going to take away your freedom,
Yeah.
and it's wrong, but
Protect you
Yeah.
from yourself, basically.
So
yeah.
actually, in the movie, like Cronus was talking about, we see a glimpse of Tony Stark's sheltered kind of life. We see his memory of his mom and dad.
That's a fake
Yeah.
memory, though.
Well, still,
Well, it was a memory, but
Yeah.
it was a hologram.
it was a hologram, but
It
we
was a
still
fake
Oh, wait.
It was
Right.
we
fake.
still get
Yeah, he did. At the end, he said like,
But
this
it
didn't really
never-
happen.
It never happened.
It
Yeah,
still
yeah.
gives us an insight of what
What he would want.
what he wanted and how he treated his mom and dad.
Well, the only thing that was fake about that scene was his response.
yeah,
That scene did not occur in Tony's life. He wanted it to happen.
he did.
It
want
did
to.
happen. His
He
response to it
rewrote
was
that
different.
scene. Yeah,
Okay,
Response is different.
that's pretty much the whole thing then.
No,
It-
everything happened. Like his parents leaving, all that stuff was the same. It's just him saying that "I love you, Dad" wasn't what really
Okay.
happened.
yeah. So
He was mad
a
at
point of it was true, and then he rewrote it when he told him that he loved
Fair
him.
enough.
So, but I mean, we still get to see
I can
how his life is different than Steve Rogers. Like
Yeah.
he had that spoiled rich boy type thing
Well,
going
can
on.
we go back to Spider-Man though? Because we got.
We never got to spot.
Yeah,
No, we talked about it.
touched
I
on
talked about it for a little bit.
Yeah, no, I mean
Go ahead,
that's
go ahead.
our
Wait,
first
why don't we just start with your points?
What? Hold the fuck on, man.
Yeah,
God damn it. Hold on.
talk about Spider-Man.
Let's really break down Spider-Man a little bit. One of my major issues with Spider-Man was that he has been the face of Marvel and actually came out in the comics much earlier than Iron Man. However, in the MCU, you have Tony Stark and his money basically making a Spider-Man. I know that he was doing low-level stuff prior, but his updated suit, his first ability to fight meta-humans or mutants or whatever you want to call them.
Can I pause you just ever so briefly?
Go ahead.
So the Spider-Man suit was almost like an homage to the actual comic, which the comic I almost preferred over the movie, because Iron Man does give him a suit,
Yeah.
but
Iron,
Not this one.
Iron
but
Spider.
the suit is way fucking cooler.
Yeah,
than the
not
comic.
this one. Yeah.
So-
This is him as a high school student starting out,
Yeah,
which is
Yeah.
totally
that's where
different.
I'm
And
going.
again,
Yeah.
given the comic history, Spider-Man's older. Tony does not start off with giving Peter Parker a suit, and I found it very disrespectful to the legacy of Spider-Man.
Yeah, I did too. Yeah, like he wasn't fighting somebody in his pajamas still at that point. At that point in the actual comic, he already owned, I think, Parker Industries or something like that.
Yeah.
Like he was an adult.
You really, in the MCU, what they're saying is you don't have a Spider-Man without Tony Stark.
But
you have someone who's
hold on.
wait. He's only able to, at that level, handle low-level Queens or New York, maybe robbers and people snatching purses.
Can I please justify a part of this for you? All right, and for me. All right, so don't get me wrong, there was previous Spider-Man movies. However, the Spider-Man that they portrayed in this movie almost fixed the other Spider-Man movies in like fucking 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Like seriously.
Also,
Like that Spider-Man was so much better than every other Spider-Man.
Not for me.
No, no. If you just erase the fact that it's another origin goddamn story, which I fucking hate, but he's a more convincing Spider-Man. He's a better Spider-Man, and I think that the way they wrote him was better.
I believe the way he was portrayed.
I don't consider. I'm sort of confused on how you consider this to be an origin Spider, unless they go backwards.
Well, they talked about his history, and Tony showed like him what he was doing, and he's like,
but it didn't show how he got
It was a
power,
quick
though.
30
Yeah, it
seconds.
was a quick one, but
It's
I mean,
not
but
like
that's-
they sat us in the movie theater for 2 hours.
No,
and
no,
like,
no.
Uncle Ben died.
Yeah,
Great power, great responsibility.
Yeah,
blah blah blah
that's
blah
true,
blah.
but-
They did a quick fast forward, which I'm glad because
I think that's
love
all.
Spider-Man.
I think that's all we're gonna get.
I hope so. 'Cause
No.
I don't want to. I don't want to go and watch another fucking.
Because I won't be surprised if we see Iron Spider in Homecoming.
I don't see him growing up to an adult in the next year and a
He
half.
shouldn't be.
No, I don't
no,
think so.
Spider-Man
So
shouldn't
they're
grow up.
They're
Like,
not gonna do that.
They're gonna go back in. I almost guarantee you they're gonna do another goddamn origin movie. Because they're gonna be like, well, how do you get his powers?
I mean,
They're just gonna gloss over
they're gonna have to touch on that. Like,
Yeah, but
it's a totally different guy.
It'll probably be like flashbacks at best.
I think if they already went here,
Yeah,
with
if they
it,
already. This is.
I think it would be
when
a
we see
colossal
Homecoming.
mistake if they did.
When we see
But-
Homecoming, it's going to be after the events of Civil War because that's the way the MCU works.
But they
Usually-
already set it up in this, right? So for new viewers that they watch the movie, because not everybody's as fucking old as dirt as we are, all right? So they haven't seen the other movies. So
at least the first one they haven't seen.
yeah, they haven't watched the first one, maybe not even the second one.
So
So
the second one was like 3 years ago.
kids are gonna go in and watch Civil War, and then be like, oh well, you know, I got my powers. He doesn't really talk about how he got his powers.
Yep.
So they're gonna have to establish that a fucking again.
Do we care? If
I
they
don't,
I
but
don't.
they're gonna do it for the viewers, for like other viewers that are new to this shit.
Yeah.
They're gonna do it. I almost guarantee they're gonna do it again. It's gonna fucking piss me off because I don't want to fucking see it.
I hope not.
Yeah,
I really hope not. And I don't think that they will.
I don't think they
but
will.
I don't
think
know.
they're going to try to do like what they did with Civil War and pack more superheroes and more villains into a Spider-Man movie.
Yeah, I'm kind of cool with Spider-Man being young because if in all kind of, I guess, versions of him, he's always been young. I've never seen Spider-Man older.
No, yeah,
Spider-Man's not supposed to. One of
Right now he's older.
Yeah, I think I was listening to the Fan Bros cast on the way up here, and they were saying one of the creators said one of the biggest mistakes they ever did with Spider-Man was having him graduate high school.
Yeah, that's
And
what I did too.
if they can just, and he's really, really young looking, so it looks like he's not going anywhere for a while.
I kind of disagree because like the newer ones, like when he went to Secret Wars, and like after that, Spider-Man was in there. He's an older guy and he owns like his own like company now.
Yeah.
And I think it's cooler because especially with the Spider-Verse, even though I'm not a huge fan of the Spider-Verse, but it gave us Miles Morales, so you know whatever, and Spider-Gwen, which I'm a fan of too. So, but he's kind of like a mentor to Miles Morales, and that makes more sense as an older person. You can't have a mentor for a younger version of Spider-Man as a younger version of Spider-Man.
I
It'd be
agree.
kind of weird.
I just don't know if they're going to try to blend that into the movie.
They're
No,
not.
they can't because
Yeah, right.
they really can't, and it's gonna fuck up. Go ahead, man. I'm sorry.
No, I just want to say this really quickly. I'm not a fan of this prepubescent fucking Spider-Man.
Yeah.
I don't.
He's not.
I don't have a
No,
problem
no,
with it.
hold the fuck on.
Okay.
I know what you
He
mean.
feels like he's 14 going on 15 rather than 17 going on 18. He feels like he's just starting
Like his
high
body is
school.
dropped.
And I'm okay with a youngish Spider-Man. I want him maybe 3 to 5 years older than this because he seems so immature and inexperienced that it's kind of it's fucking with me.
I thought it was just the way that, like, so Kevin from Common News was talking about how in the comics, a lot of Spider-Man's fucking high school.
Yeah.
And him dealing with high school life
True.
and being a superhero.
But a
And
lot of that was from 60s and 70s.
Yeah, but still, even though when he in the MCU, I can see that fitting perfectly. He was wisecracking, he was annoying, and it annoyed the rest of the fucking team. And I thought it was fucking great.
And
I thought to me this was the best portrayal of Peter Parker / Spider-Man that we have seen yet.
In the other Spider-Man sort of storylines with Toby and Andrew, we get about 1 year of him in high school. We get him in high school. Then next thing you know, they're sort of going off to college. Kristen Dunst is in plays and shit. Then in Amazing Spider-Man 2, the first part in the second one, he's rushing to his high school graduation and shit.
Yeah.
So we barely get a glimpse of what's going on in high school with Spider-Man. And what's the actor's name that played?
Andrew Garfield?
No,
The new one.
Oh, the new one. Oh,
he's actually 20 years old. I looked that up. I was shocked.
Yeah.
He's 20 years old in real life, and he's got a real young baby face. And if that's what they're doing with this Spider-Man, with wanting to keep him sort of in this perpetual state of being in high school, they picked a good baby face to
for
work
me,
with.
it was hard. It was a hard sell for me to believe that Andrew Garfield was in fucking high school.
I love Garfield, and I'm in the minority.
I wasn't. Yeah, I
love
wasn't
him too.
sold
I
as
really
him in being in high school. Like I would have preferred if he was his freshman year in college. I would have bought that more.
Can I ask a question though? I mean, to go back to the movie in general though. I mean, this has really been bothering me, and maybe you guys know, and if you can point to where this happened, more power to you. I would love to hear it.
I agree.
When exactly did Captain America learn that Tony's parents were killed by Bucky? When did that happen?
So he did see the tape.
What tape? When?
Okay, so I see what you're saying.
Rewind the tape.
No. So what he's saying is technically he should have been frozen during this time.
Or when did he learn? Yeah, I mean, he was frozen in 1991, I'm assuming, but when he said in the movie, I should have told you that was my error, Tony, basically, he knew that Bucky killed his... When did he learn that?
I don't
When did
know.
that happen?
I've listened to other podcasts, and they're not sure.
I don't think
know if I missed
it's.
it.
I don't
we
think
saw
it's
it.
super important that he knows that we know that he knows exactly when.
No, I thought
That was crucial for me.
I thought he saw it earlier in the film.
No, he couldn't have. Look,
I'm asking.
no, he couldn't have. He would have been frozen at the time. He would have had to have been already thought out and then have seen the footage beforehand. Which
No,
is
I'm
like
talking
how-
about during the course of the film. He saw
Civil
it.
War?
Yeah,
When?
during Civil War.
When?
I don't remember.
No,
I
he
don't
didn't
think
say
it
so.
fucking happened.
No, it didn't.
No.
But he said he knew that Tony's parents were killed by Bucky. When did that occur? That to me, I was like, what the fuck am I watching? Did I miss a movie? Did it happen in Winter Soldier?
I got
Well, no.
confused on that.
Well, no, even after he got thawed out, he still had access to like secrets and shit like that. So he could have asked, hey, how did they die?
To
I'm kinda wondering-
to Nick Fury?
No, from
No.
Shield. He could have asked Shield.
Okay,
That,
but-
for me, it's plausible.
Yeah,
But-
not only that, Tony Stark stole information in Avengers
True.
from fucking Shield. He planted a little blood,
Yeah, but-
and then Jarvis.
But these are still on VHS tape and shit. So.
Yeah,
Oh,
so
true.
and all I'm saying
Yeah,
is,
but you can transfer that
if
shit
it-
over to
if
digital.
it didn't happen on screen, when are they implying that it occurred? And that's what I didn't get either.
Well, I was assuming that it occurred because obviously when he woke up, he's probably asking like, "Hey, who the fuck is still alive? Who the fuck is dead?"
Yeah.
They probably said that Tony Stark, who was his friend at the time, remember?
Yeah.
Like, hey, what happened to him? He got killed. So for me, in my mind, it was plausible that he understood how he died.
And I really wish I could have watched it the second time because it was almost a two-part question. Because he said, "Did you know?" and "Did you know it was him?"
Yeah, because
Yeah.
he said, "Did you know?" And he
Okay.
said yes.
And he
So,
said,
it's him.
he said yes, so I was like, well, and at that moment, that split second, I was like, well, I guess maybe Cap figured it out. But then when he asked him, "Did you know it was him?" and he said yes, I was like,
Okay,
That was
so,
kinda
he's
weird.
known for a while.
Wait, hold
then.
on.
So,
We got to-
yeah.
so the Infinity Vault
Actually,
is
fuck.
blowing up.
I just saw what happened. I understand your fucking problem now. If you would have known it was Bucky the whole time, then he would have known Bucky was fucking alive.
Yes! There you
Yeah,
go.
I understand what you're
There
talking
you
about.
go.
Okay, that's a huge
Okay.
plot hole.
But a
Huge.
lot
Yeah.
of people are saying, look at I can't read this here. A lot of people in the Infinity Vault are saying that he saw it in the basement in from Zola in Winter Soldier.
Okay, so wait.
Wow.
Rewind the tape. Did he actually see that 1991 footage and we see it, or are we implying and guessing here? That's what I want to know.
I'm vaguely
So
remember
that-
him
that
saying
question-
something that we didn't see as a viewer.
Possibly.
I
But
think-
I know that in the movie we did see the wreck, but we didn't see who was in the car until the very end of the movie.
Yeah.
Fuck, I'm gonna have to watch.
So was Steve
No.
Rogers watching
But
that?
this is still a problem that I understand what Friday's talking about now, because even if he knew about, even if he said it was the Winter Soldier that killed the parents, in the Winter Soldier, when Black Widow said that there was somebody called the Winter Soldier and he kills whoever the fuck, Captain America was like, who?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like, yeah, so he didn't know who the fuck that was.
But then this wasn't until Zola, which is
I'm
later on in the film. So we're gonna
because
have to
there's a part where
rewatch
they're
it.
in that sort of bomb
I
shelter,
remember.
and I'm gonna have to rewatch. 'cause
Okay,
I-
so
Yeah, we have to
can
rewatch
we
it.
at least
We'll put
admit?
that on
Can we
hold.
at least admit, from a continuity standpoint, this was vague?
it
to
was.
say the
It
least.
was.
was vague.
Yeah.
So we're gonna
Yeah,
have to.
if
We're
you're
gonna have to
not-
rewind
It wasn't a showstopper for me though.
Yeah.
I hear you. For
It
me,
wasn't like Batman vs Superman.
well, these two movies are always going to be
Martha!
compared, and that's fair enough. We did a full review on that. I'm going to try to focus on
Okay.
this,
Okay,
just this film or just the MCU.
Cronus, can you read what Kevin wrote in the chat? Because I'm.
Kevin from Comic News.
Yeah.
What
Yeah,
you
so
got?
Kevin said that Zola Intelligence said Hydra killed Howard Stark. Then there was an image of the obituary overlaid with an image of the Winter Soldier's star and arm. Okay, I didn't
Yeah,
see
that's
that.
in the movie. That's in Civil War.
Just in Civil War or Winter
Yeah.
Soldier?
No, I believe that's in Civil War, but we don't see who's in the car.
I'm gonna call Kevin up right now.
Yeah,
No.
well, he's in the chat.
No,
Zola
Zola was dead in Civil War. What the fuck are you talking about? Zola
he
was
dead?
not in Civil War. He got blown up by a goddamn bomb.
Okay, so then this is
Yeah, he was
Soldier.
that old.
He was the guy that was in the
AI,
fucking
right?
yeah, the old
Glasses.
fashioned AI. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Armin Zola. Okay.
Seems a little iffy to me, to say the
Right.
least, but we
Keep
are going to
going,
figure it
keep
out.
going.
Yeah.
We're confused on it.
Well,
Yeah.
maybe Bucky told him. Like, say, hey,
No,
I
that's-
killed his father.
Oh, that's true.
Mm,
I
No.
killed the family.
They should have let the viewers know.
Yeah, they should. Well, we'll go back.
All right, I got another one.
Next point.
Yeah, and I don't want to just be the only one, but anyway. So, Age of Ultron, which we had our issues with, for all being honest. Scarlet Witch wrecks everybody. Everybody, including the Hulk, which I had a problem with, but the
I
entire
agree with
squad all the way through. She was using mind control. In this one, she's in this very heavily.
She's just,
Mind control is completely
she's
off the
just
table.
telekinesis.
And I guess my thing is she not? Are we to assume that she's not using mind control because these are her friends, and she purposely
Yeah,
didn't
I
want
think
I would
to?
imagine
That's
that
what I
because
assumed.
She's trying to be good.
yeah,
Or based on the Lagos incident, she doesn't want to be too involved. Is
Yeah.
that maybe it?
I mean, possibly, but also this will probably play into your next point, or 2 points down about their fight, because they are friends and they weren't really trying to kill each other. They're trying to suppress each
Well,
other.
this,
Black Panther.
yeah, he didn't get.
Oh
fucked.
yeah, except
This,
for-
well, we'll get to him in a minute. But this is the problem that I have. Now that you brought up Scarlet Witch, is Vision. Vision didn't do shit in this fucking movie.
Nope.
And Vision could have fucked up almost everybody.
Yes,
Like,
like he did with
almost
Age of
everybody.
Ultron. Age of Ultron, he was badass and really won that war.
And this
basically.
is what I was wondering, like the whole scene that they had, and for like this is super nitpicking. Look, if you're listening to the podcast right now, I love the movie. I'm just picking out shit, all right. And so there was the whole part. There was like whole scenes in the big fight scene at the airport where he was like not even there. I'm like, we could have stopped that. Could have stopped that. Could have stopped that. Like Scarlet Witch was saving people's lives,
Yeah.
and Vision was like, where the fuck was he? What the fuck was he doing?
Yeah.
He's basically a god.
Yeah.
Yeah, he didn't do shit.
Well, and I'm not throwing shade at all. I loved Vision with Scarlet Witch. I like how they set up that romance
They
more
have
than anything
exactly.
else. I thought that was really well done.
And a lot of people don't know that there's sort of a back comic.
Yeah, there's a history, yeah.
with a romance between those two.
Well, I
Oh,
was gonna say with
Vision, yeah.
Scarlet Witch,
me, it
I was
was
gonna
blatantly
say that
obvious.
for her, like
Well, they're married.
she's known as being part of Ucon's like fucking crew, so she's kind of
Ultron?
laying
Ultron.
Ultron.
You said
Unicron.
Unicron.
No, the world leader.
I said that shit earlier to the Sweden.
Yeah.
But
Unicron.
to Ultron.
Yeah.
Wait, I can't.
That little stuff.
Yeah.
Anyway, so with her, like, she's known as being like bad. I think she's just trying to be good. That's why you don't see her using like her mind power to like get away with shit.
Okay.
Yeah, I wish she would have at least thrown a hex on somebody.
Yeah.
Because I thought that was a really, really cool thing in Avengers 2. Was
Yeah.
when she was throwing those mind games and shit like that. And I think even though she sort of let people go bananas and shit by putting one on Hulk in the second one, and he obviously wrecked shop, I think if she had thrown another one on Black Widow and her and Hawkeye were fighting, and she was like, "Oh, you're pulling punches," she had just done her little poof spell, she would have been neutralized and everything. I also want to, what are our thoughts about how the whole sort of thing sparked off? With the first battle, I sort of saw it as she couldn't contain the suicide bomber in, was it Crossbones?
Crossbones.
Yeah. And they sort of blamed her for that, and I was like, well,
Yeah.
I thought it was an accident
she
more so
blamed-
than she.
But she
threw it
blamed
into the-
herself.
Well, it was an accident, but she still killed a bunch of people.
No,
Like,
she-
on accident.
On accident.
She
trying to save
saved,
lives.
she saved more life than she
But
she fucking killed.
That's not going to matter, though,
Yeah.
to a lot of people.
Yeah, I was confused by that, and that's why instantly I was like, what is Iron Man fucking talking about? Like, the guy blew himself up, and she stopped it from killing this whole market village of
From
several hundred people,
and probably killing Captain
and
America.
killing Captain America and whoever, and she tried to throw it up in the fucking space or in the air, and she just couldn't contain it, and I think 11 Wakandans died. It's a shitty situation that the 11 Wakandans died, and that brought Black Panther involved, but the situation could have been a lot worse, and I thought it was a massive overreaction considering some of the other shit that the Avengers had. I thought they were playing with house money based on what happened in New York City with some shit that they didn't cause fucking a wormhole to open up and these motherfuckers coming from space. That wasn't on them, but
I had some issue. I agree with you. I had some serious issues with the revisionist history when it came to like New York and Sokovia. Everybody in the entire New York City, Manhattan area didn't just see Loki, but also saw these fucking aliens destroying shit. Like, to blame the Avengers for the destruction of New York, first of all, it's a few years ago. Secondly, no fucking way.
it would
You
be
saw the aliens.
it would be like saying Will Smith, we understand you saved these motherfuckers in Independence Day,
Yeah.
but some of your missiles hit a couple of these buildings, and you got 20 lives you need to account for while you were battling this fucking warship from X Galaxy.
No, that's totally understandable. Because look, we had our own like 9/11 and shit. And people still blame the government for part of it.
Yep.
Like that are conspiracy theorists. And the other part is they want to get reparations from the government for that shit too. So it's like I can understand people like doing that.
Yeah, it
Not
just seemed like
seriously.
it wasn't just like conspiracy theorists blaming the Avengers. It was like several countries saying, well, in New York you were to blame, and in Sokovia you were to blame. And I'm like, Ultron, you saw.
Yeah, but
Loki,
they still,
you saw.
Yeah.
Aliens, you saw.
Yeah,
People are
but-
dumb as fuck.
I
Yeah.
consider the
I see
alien
that-
thing a separate problem because that's a different fucking galaxy.
True, but I think in the rest of the MCU, like in Ant-Man, they talked about it. Hank Pym draws criticism to the Avengers. They even talked about it in Daredevil and a little bit on Jessica Jones about what happened. They don't speak positively.
I hear you. It was just the whole revisionist history of not, hey, it was really fucked up, the collateral damage from New York, but I blame the Avengers, not the aliens or Loki.
Yeah, I can see that being like a real world issue, like Cronus was saying. Like people are looking for someone to blame when there's collateral damage.
I don't, but
And
it's,
And blame aliens, they're not there yet.
they're treating it more like a Batman. More like a Superman versus Zod thing that happened where these two people caused this collateral damage. Where in the MCU, it was a different galaxy of shit that was invading ours that caused this collateral damage of us defending ourselves as a planet.
Actually, also the one shots. There's one where
Cronus is watching the Zola scene right now.
There's ones where people were trying to escape New York during the wreckage.
So hold on. So we're watching. Some of us are watching it right now.
Yeah, I'm looking at it.
Yeah, the Zola shit. And it's like, hold on. Somebody kind of walked through this. So you can see definitely the arm. So it's like right there. And it's like,
dude, I'm sorry,
and
that's
then
not
right
enough.
there. Yeah, that's definitely not
That's
enough.
not enough. That's
Yeah,
that's
sorry, Kevin.
that's a plot hole.
Yeah,
That's a plot hole.
that's not enough,
That's a
man.
plot hole, man.
Sorry, it shows literally like an arm, and then it flashes like a few flashes later. They show us deceased for.
I think you gotta really,
Howard
really know
Stark.
your shit to instantly remember that.
Yeah,
Good for Kevin for remembering that. But
Kevin's
He's
got some.
brilliant.
I give him
Yeah, but
some
you
IQ
see right there,
points on that.
Howard Stark dies in car accident.
no. But this is the thing, though. Like, look, right here it shows like the arm,
Yeah,
right there. But then it just says unidentified. But like you can't even catch up on all that shit.
That-
I mean, here they're talking, then it says they died in a car accident. But there's no way that you can know that it was them. And then, because then in the very next flash, it shows Nick Fury deceased. So they just jumbled up with that shit.
Yeah. I'm
So,
sorry.
yeah.
That's weird.
So if
If you said, I assume you're.
But
dead.
if that is, I guess if Kevin can answer this, so if we are assuming that that's when Cap knew, did Black Widow know also then?
Well, so Black Widow knew about the Winter Soldier, but she didn't know that much. Like,
But if this is the incident where supposedly Cap put
Yeah,
all the
that's
pieces
no,
together,
there's no way he could have put it together.
Yeah.
I'm just asking Kevin though. If Kevin is saying this is the incident where Cap put it all together, should not have
Black
Black
Widow.
Widow.
I'll read his answer, but I can say it. There's almost no way.
Yeah.
I mean, there's no way that he would have known that was the person that killed them.
Yeah,
I don't know.
you know?
That was
with
odd.
those
Yeah.
flashes.
I don't know.
So,
All right. So let's get into it when it comes to.
Keep firing off these questions. though.
Yeah. I mean, one of the main things with this movie that I honestly I disliked and I thought there was way too much overkill of was how much Bucky we had in this shit. Given the fact that Winter Soldier established the fact that he is a killer assassin that's been brainwashed, I feel like that theme has already run its course, and we got a whole heaping load more of that in this one.
I have no.
Oh,
I
idea.
didn't have an issue with that at all.
actually, I like Bucky. I like having Winter Soldier.
I do like Winter Soldier because he's new to the MCU, and he eventually, in the comics, he becomes Captain America.
We
Can I
have.
ask a
I would
question?
say that he's. I would say that we have, as a viewer, some sort of tiny bit of an emotional attachment to his and Captain's friendship. Where if it was let's say we're going straight from the book, and they just put these fucking the new Warriors, new.
Oh, the kids, yeah, the ones that
and they just like, oh, these random ass superheroes caused this incident, would blew up a school. Like
Yeah.
everyone would be like, well, where the fuck
Yeah,
did this
where
come
the-
from? Why
exactly.
do I care?
Well, no, but I think actually it would be easier to make a movie based upon the original comic because they caused like a national disaster to happen, and in this one is like some people died in another country. Like nobody should have really gave him that big of a fuck.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's why once they had like the the Winter Soldier assassinating the King of Wakanda, it kind of made more sense for people to get up in arms. But before that, it was just like
especially
Was
at a
he the only-
summit.
Was
Yeah,
he the only one that died?
other people
Yeah,
died.
yeah,
but
other people
So it was a
died.
bombing on
But he was the only one.
UN.
He's the only one that we are supposed to identify with.
But so you guys love Bucky then? That's what I'm
Yeah,
getting.
I thought.
I
think Bucky's-
like him.
I
Yeah.
like
You know what?
'Cause I don't fuck with him.
I
at
got a
That's
bit
your
of
thing.
a gay vibe between
all. a bit.
like the way they were like looking at each other and stuff like that. I'm like, where is this going?
Yeah. So
I like you and I want you. Either way or the
Bucky's-
hard way.
Bucky's not an Avenger, right?
Not yet.
Not yet. Yeah.
Okay. Is he, by definition of quote unquote saving people, a superhero?
He becomes a
will,
superhero.
yeah.
But I mean, no, right now though. That's what I'm saying.
No,
in the two movies.
he's
No,
on his-
he's in
he's on his way.
transition.
Yeah, he's on his
Yeah.
way.
So he's trying to atone for what's going on. So I had no issues with Winter Soldier. In fact,
I love it.
I empathize more.
Bucky with the good hair.
Oh!
That was from Kevin.
Nice.
Yeah.
Zinger.
I had no issues with that, especially Cap. This ends Cap's search for Bucky from Winter Soldier, and this is about him trying to reconnect with his friend. And we still don't know like all of what happened. He's been gone for fucking 80 years.
But so you're caring about those years.
I am caring about
Okay.
that. I'm actually caring about Winter Soldier because this is Bucky.
Oh,
This
that's
is someone he grew up with because I love the first Avenger.
Bucky's been frozen.
I think they
He's
put
been
it-
frozen.
Yeah, he's been off and on frozen
Yeah.
because he committed a bunch of assassinations. When they didn't need him, they put him on ice. When they needed him, they unfroze him and put him out and put him to do work. And he had no control over that. And so he remembers everything, and there's nothing he can do.
I think they did a good job of explaining that though.
Yeah,
So
I thought it was great. I thought Bucky was great.
I don't
Did
need.
you already get that from Winter Soldier though?
No.
Really?
I didn't know that he was programmed to this catchphrase of
Yeah,
fucking
exactly.
freight car,
Oh,
this,
wow. Is
blah,
that,
blah,
what is
blah,
that?
blah.
Thunderbolts.
Yeah, he's like the leader of Thunderbolts now.
Okay, that's right now, right?
Yeah, this is like new from last week.
Because it makes sort of, it makes sense how they programmed him and wired him to just, they would unfreeze him, thaw him out, they would say this fucking, these catchphrases, and then all of a sudden he's in mission mode.
Yeah.
But
And I was
that
like,
I thought
that's
that was fucking great.
That's
I
what was
actually
amazing.
had a problem with that because a lot of I guess I'm not like a professional or anything, but like people who are programmed to do stuff, they don't know what their trigger words are. But he knew what his were.
He didn't.
He had to research it.
No,
He researched
No,
it.
I'm talking about Bucky.
Oh, of course.
Bucky, you're not supposed to know your trigger words. But he fucking knows. Once the guy started saying
Once
them,
it- when
he
it
started
starts-
tripping out. And
No,
shit
those
like that.
words start
triggering.
Yeah.
Yeah,
start
he
setting
snaps and
triggers in his.
start going.
Yeah.
Remember how he said he knew everything that he did?
Yeah,
Yeah.
because he had no control.
Yeah.
I thought that was great.
It was really, really. I thought that was a really interesting aspect.
So
of it. Can we
Wait, as far as Prodigy with Winter Soldier, you're not giving a fuck.
No, I love Winter Soldier. I've always loved that movie.
But then your issue was there's too much Bucky.
For me,
You
no.
don't like the Winter Soldier like the character.
I don't like the Winter Soldier, the character, or Bucky in overdrive. I didn't know he was going to be so prominent as really the vehicle for this entire film.
But we talked about that.
Well,
Cronus kept saying it like over and over again, how he kept yelling about Civil War wasn't about Bucky. We knew that going in.
Yeah,
But it was about Bucky.
But yeah, that's what I'm
so-
saying.
yeah,
It was
you-
about Bucky.
Well, exactly.
Hold on, let Kronos get in.
They needed a driving factor. So if they would have stuck to the comic books, it would have been much easier to explain all that shit.
But there's not a. We don't have all those introduction to all those characters.
That's what I'm saying. So you needed some kind of like subterfuge in this fucking movie to like trick people into disliking not metas, I guess enhanced people.
Oh yeah.
Right?
I get that.
Yeah.
I do get that. It just felt like he was in it a little bit too much for me, even towards the end.
Come on, can we get it?
I was gonna say one of my problems with this movie, with the same with Batman vs Superman, is that there wasn't very much Batman vs Superman and very much Civil War happening in this whole fucking movie. Like there was barely any fight scene between them.
Well, there was a much bigger fight scene. Actually, there was 2 fight scenes between the 2 heroes. So.
Yeah.
I guess that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they were like, I think they were way more. They were
There was
better done
the-
than.
Yeah,
There
the
was Superman.
chase scene,
Mhm.
which was pretty badass. Then we had the airport.
Yeah.
Then we had the
And we had the 3 of them: the Cap, Winter, and Iron Man.
yeah.
Go ahead.
Can we talk about the Black Panther?
I was trying. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what I was
let's
trying to
get
get
in
to.
So, I'll talk about what I didn't like.
Okay.
Black Panther was fucking awesome. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
Part of the movie that I didn't like was that they didn't explain what the fuck Wakanda was about.
Yeah.
Oh, I think they're saving that.
Well, hold on.
They're saving it, but they introduced T'Chaka in this movie, but they didn't explain Wakanda in this movie. They didn't explain how they've never been defeated, how they're the most technologically advanced I guess,
country.
on the planet. They explained none of that
Yeah.
because they're so hesitant on joining the real world because of all the pettiness in like the other countries that they don't want to introduce. So for them to come to like the UN, there had to be a lot of shit that had to been covered.
Yeah.
They should have at least covered a little bit that hey, they didn't want to actually come to the UN because they thought that we were basically children.
You're absolutely right. I'll give you credit. I think that they hinted at it by saying
A little too light.
Yeah, it was a little light.
When they hinted at it, one of the news reporters said something to the effect of the reclusive or
Yeah.
First, and wasn't it their first time at the UN?
they
Yeah.
mentioned something about the ordinarily reclusive Wakandan king or whatever. But you're right, they hinted at it a little bit too lightly. I think that though this movie sets up
Yes.
the interest in Wakanda and Black Panther.
This
better.
sets up. Yeah, Black Panther is getting his own movie.
Who died in who was murdered when the explosion went off by where
Baron Zemo.
Scarlet Witch was trying to protect people from?
Oh,
they
there were like 3
just
random
random like citizens. from
Okay, I thought they
Wakanda.
were. So they were Wakandans.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
11.
wasn't. Yeah,
But why
but
were-
it wasn't all.
They were doing some
Why were
peacekeeping
they-
mission
oh, okay.
or something from
In Nigeria.
So
Yeah.
I was gonna say if they're not like if they were just sticking within their town, like what the hell were they doing outside?
Oh, they were. Yeah, they were just.
Goodwill.
Well, if they're
working.
or either that or delivering tech. Who knows?
Yeah. But oh fuck.
Let's get into Zemo.
Oh,
No, there's some on
Black
Black
Panther?
Panther. I wanted to jump in. I think they. It leaves a lot of people wanting more.
Yeah.
Because I'm excited for Black Panther. Like even at the end part where they gave that little flyover of what the nation looked like.
Mhm.
Even before I saw what the Panther,
Yeah.
I was like, oh my god, I can't fucking wait.
Yeah.
And another thing that I thought was really really cool, a little attention to detail, is like even during like their fight scene when like Bucky's jumping down and Cap is jumping down, you hear that thud thud. When Panther jumps down,
Yeah.
you don't hear shit.
So
Yeah.
he has
Is that sound
Cat
absorbing?
reflex.
he has a vibranium suit and vibranium shoes. Oh, and so somebody, I think one of you asked before, how T'Challa or Black Panther scratched the vibranium
Yeah.
shield.
Yeah.
So
I think that was blue.
So the Antarctican vibranium and the Wakanda vibranium, they're basically yin and yang. They nullify each other out. So he cannot cut through the vibranium shield, but he can cut through every other metal on the planet.
Mhm.
Like if you were to scratch Ultron or Wolverine with that shit, with his claws, he would cut right through him.
Wow.
You got through Wolverine's claws with it.
Yes,
Damn.
Yeah.
with his claws. Yeah.
So
So what's your guys' take on the Black Panther? Do you like him?
Oh, he was
Oh,
fucking dope,
fucking
man.
fantastic.
and
And-
I heard like his fighting style was like a mixture of like some like Western or like Asian martial arts plus an African like type fighting style. I don't know.
He's the master of a whole shit with martial arts.
Yeah, okay, but he had some sick ass fucking moves. I was like, oh shit,
The hand to hand was so fucking
so sick.
sick, and even the way it was filmed was great. Where a lot of the other movies they put the camera up a little too close, where you can't actually see the counters and the throws and shit. But they were fighting, and it almost reminded me of like those Jason Bourne type fight scenes.
Dude, I like that one scene in kind of the cafeteria area where the Winter Soldier is like choking out Scarlett Johansson's character, and he starts the Black Panther comes in there. He's not in his suit, but he starts fucking fighting a Winter Soldier, and eventually like the Winter Soldier gets away from him, but then he fucking like he goes somewhere and he ends up fucking in front of him like 2 levels above him or whatever, and he like stops him in his track and like they start fighting again. That part is fucking dope as hell.
So shout out to Cake Man. He says that people from Wakanda vacation in Zamunda.
Black Panther was epic. He, to me, did a better job of being introduced into a very well-established MCU than they did in Batman vs. Superman, which I hate comparing, with introducing Wonder Woman into that world. And I love that introduction in that movie. Well, this makes me interested in the Solar
But you know what? This makes me very angry at the MCU. Because in, what was it? Shit. The name of the movie that's coming out. Doctor Strange. How they had like a white woman play an Asian character.
Yep.
Like they can obviously do the right ethnicity right.
Yep.
Obviously.
Of course.
And for them to say that, oh, we don't want to piss off China, bitch. Who the fuck is buying most of your tickets? Americans. So get off that goddamn bullshit.
Yeah.
Like I don't get fuck that shit.
Yep. So bad.
That shit pisses me off. Like if you can do it right, you can do it right. They nailed it with Black Panther, and I love how they didn't even show all of his like cool gadgets and shit.
Oh no, it's
coming. Like he's getting his whole movie. So all the stuff that you were talking about that they didn't show, I think we're gonna see because they're gonna have a 2-hour length movie to give us everything Wakanda.
Yeah, nobody even knew anything about like.
Because
Hawkeye was like, "Who's this guy?"
Yeah, exactly.
He's like, he's like, and Black Panther was like, "I don't care."
Yeah, he's like, "I'm fucking you my way."
Yeah.
I think Cronus. I think were you also watching Iron Man Armored Adventures? Were you watching that a little bit?
No.
So they introduced Black Panther in that show, and it was almost identical to Civil War, where he showed up and he had no fucks.
Yeah.
With everyone that was trying to stop him from getting to his target, he either fucked them up or disregarded them.
And shout out to his, I'm gonna fuck it up with my blacklist, Dora Milaje. Dora Milaje.
Ooh, the chicken.
Oh, when she was like, "Move or you will be moved."
So like his bodyguards are typically female, usually females, and they're fucking badasses.
Hell yeah.
She gave no fucks.
There's supposed to be more than one. It's typically 2.
They are 2 or 3. Yeah.
Yeah, but so I was a little bit confused.
Did we miss one?
It was just her, but she was like, you know what it gave me? It gave me that feeling of seeing a young Grace Jones.
Oh,
you know what I mean? Ready to fuck somebody up in the Conan
was ready
movies.
With that dump.
Yeah, but
I like Chichella's response to it, so he's like, I would like to see that.
Yeah.
You know what fucked me up was I saw the guy who played Black Panther talk, and he's not African, man. He did a real good job with it. No, he's fucking American, almost like New York or some shit.
Jackie Robinson.
And
James Brown.
Chadwick Boseman.
There we go.
He did a great job in this movie, man.
Have me looking up flights for Wakanda. Like,
One of my favorite scenes was when during the epic sort of face-off battle, the main battle was and I love how Spider-Man sort of just had a one-liner for everything.
He did.
Yeah.
And like he grabs like Winter Soldier's arm and he's like twists around. He's like, "What is this?"
He's like, "Dude, you have a little arm. That's so cool."
It reminded me of like in Coming to America where he's patting the guy's head. He's like, "What are you putting berries?" And I always thought it was really cool. Everyone's like, "How's this little fucking midget kid just all of a sudden able to hold my shit with like 2 fingers?" Like,
well, he was strong as fuck, which I love to see Spider-Man that strong. I love like the building falling on him.
Yeah, he was able to like when
hold up the airport terminal.
Yeah, when he was holding the airport terminal, he's like, that was kind of cool.
But then he got knocked the fuck out.
Yeah,
he was like,
and with Ant-Man gets a little bit of props because he went big.
Before we get into Ant-Man, I get one thing that Cronus had brought up many moons ago was about T'Challa's ability to control the dead. And I guess it
he's
was
the king of the
hinted.
dead.
It was hinted when his father died, when he says to us, "Death is just the beginning," or not, it's not an end.
I forgot.
Yeah,
I
so-
missed that
wait,
part. I
yeah.
forgot about that.
He only can do that because he has one of the what's name deals, right?
No, that's actually when it's so he channels the not the
Chakra?
soul. No, it's like the force of what's the goddamn panther god. It's like something with a B.
Damn it!
No,
I
it's
can't
like
think-
something with a B. It's not Anubis.
No,
But
Mile High, let us know.
yeah, Mile let us know. I fucked it all up. Sorry, but yeah, he basically he can control the dead,
Yep.
and so it comes in like really important in like this Secret Wars because they're zombies
Yeah,
and they're half dead, so he can control zombies. So yeah, so he can talk to his dad and all the past Black Panthers.
Oh
So
yeah,
when
and that's
they're
a
dead.
huge. That ancestral communication is huge for him, and I can't wait to see that in his
It's
solo
like
work.
Avatar.
I'm pretty sure they're gonna. I mean, the MCU is really good, especially if there's a solo movie. They're really good about exploring the whole origin story.
Well, okay,
Okay,
hold on.
mostly
Wait,
good.
wait, hold on. Can I? One thing with the MCU, Disney, please go fuck yourself on this point.
What the?
Tony Stark is very visibly upset from losing Pepper. They're separated, obviously. We learned that in this movie.
Sorry, real quick, it's best set.
The best set.
I
Okay.
looked it up.
Okay.
Tony's visibly upset from.
Best set. Jesus Christ.
God.
Sorry.
That list.
Can you read?
He's upset because Pepper and him are separated. We obviously saw in Iron Man 3, he went through the PTSD stuff. What they do with Tony in the MCU, rather than be consistent to the comics, is show him basically spending money and being a philanthropist at MIT and shit to kind of deal with his grief and doing that fictional dream shit in virtual reality. What they should do.
What's wrong with VR?
Well, I love VR. Don't get us wrong.
Ella Darling's there.
Please give us more.
She's from the future.
It wasn't even VR. It was
Okay.
holodeck.
Or yeah, but what they should do is show Tony goddamn drinking. I know that he's a superhero, and obviously some kids look up to him. I get all that, but he's going to be drinking after Pepper leaves him. It's been in the comics for decades. Tony has a drinking problem. We can all handle that as adults. Disney, fuck you for always trying to neuter shit and water it down, especially when you show him being upset about Pepper.
So you're missing part of the problem here, man. Is that the actor that plays him has an actual drinking problem.
I get that. I get that to a certain
that's
extent.
why he
I
took
get
the
that to a
role.
certain extent, but it's still acting.
Well,
You know?
yeah,
he,
but
he can be drinking apple juice for all I give a fuck.
I'm gonna let it go because he has an actual substance abuse problem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not
I'll
only
let it
that,
His
it's
fur was in the toilet at
Yes.
one point,
Yeah, it was.
and now he's a megastar. Again.
But also another thing, they
Show it.
very, very briefly touched on this in Iron Man 2. Unfortunately, this made me upset because Rhodey didn't take over. He takes over in the Iron Man suit, and they didn't even touch on that.
It'd be awesome to show it.
Yeah.
You know what? One of my problems with all these movies is that this movie was called Captain America: Civil War, but he needs his own fucking movie. I'm tired of him having like other people's goddamn movies and shit.
It was a bloated cast. It
It
was a little
This
bloated.
was like an
They
Avengers
shouldn't
movie,
have called it Captain America. They should have called
Thank
it
you.
Avengers.
It should have been called Captain America versus goddamn Iron Man.
Yeah, that's what it should have
So
called.
they should have called it.
But yeah, of course they wanted that label in there. But
All
yeah,
right,
that's,
well, you got more points.
I
Captain,
wanted-
Keep it
Captain
coming.
America haven't had its own movie since Captain America: The First Avenger.
Yeah, exactly. What did y'all think about Zemo? I mean,
What?
did he work or
It
not?
was kind of awful.
His logic was
Yeah.
fucking stupid.
Well, his logic. I mean, they shouldn't have just called him. They shouldn't have called him Baron Zemo. I don't know that much about the character, but I know that he wasn't like a scheming asshole like that. He's more of a fighter.
Yeah.
And so I don't understand why they kind of took
He
that
was
route with
so,
Baron
and
Zemo.
he was more upset
Petty.
because his wife and his kid died.
Yeah.
It wasn't really about his country being fucked up. So
Well, he was from Sokovia.
he was, but
Now,
he was
hold
all
on.
about his
So
wife.
there's been heroes where just their mom and dad died.
Yeah.
Oh, Martha.
Spider-Man.
But
Yeah.
he's so upset about his wife and his son or daughter being a part of collateral damage. He was so torn and so distraught over it that he organizes a bombing of a fucking United Nations building.
There's some logic flaws there, but you know what? He's crazy. yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
but he fucking did it. He broke up a fucking superhero squad.
But he killed a lot of people with collateral damage. That could actually create people just like him to kill him. So yeah, I get your point.
Yeah,
It's like it's a slippery slope.
yeah.
You're doing what made you you.
Yeah.
I didn't get that.
I think this touches on the problem that a lot of people keep saying is that the MCU has weak villains. And
I
this
mean,
was a weak villain.
Loki was amazing.
Yeah, but who else even compares? To me, I thought the Dark Elves were good, but then they just kind of fluttered away.
Yeah.
And then, I mean, the only one personally, I think this is actually kind of good because if we get a really good villain, we're gonna end up comparing them to Thanos, and Thanos needs to level everyone.
You know what would have been awesome?
Die when he shows
You know
up.
what would have been awesome, given the fact that this is supposed to be a Captain America movie? Bring back the Red Skull.
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean, if they had the balls, that would have been awesome.
You know, they still could.
But
Hugo Weaving's not dead.
But
so.
speaking of balls, though,
Hydra.
Speaking of balls, though, nobody died in this, and
this goes back to the Scarlet Witch.
Nobody died, and I feel like the fake out with Rhodey was a little unsatisfying.
Do you think Vision?
Well, the fake out in it.
No, Vision
was
was whooped.
trailers.
No, but I'm saying on that shot where Vision shot, do you think he because Vision seemed like he was sort of getting a little bit conflicted.
No, he was distracted. He was trying to hit.
He shot. Yeah.
I'm talking like.
Well, was he
Probably
distracted by
Josh.
Scarlet Witch? And he does say he's distracted.
He was distracted by
It's
Scarlet
true.
Witch
Okay.
because they got feelings.
So going in before the fight, I was like, all right, somebody's gonna die, and then I was like, oh fuck, I actually kind of don't want anyone to die. Maybe
War
someone
Machine could have died for me.
I love
You don't
Don,
love War Machine.
I
Come
love
on.
Don Cheadle though. He's fucking awesome. He should have won an Academy Award for Hotel Rwanda. I think he was robbed.
Yeah,
Okay,
but so don't get me wrong.
but-
Don Cheadle is a good actor, but in these movies, I prefer.
So
Terrence
I mean,
Howard.
but once we lose War Machine, we're probably not going to get it back.
This goes back to another issue that I have
So
with Iron Man is like after the friendly he gets hit with friendly fire and
Everything was friendly fire.
and but from that so-called side of their battle, and he goes down, and then Falcon goes down, and he's like, oh shit,
Oh, he got
and
fucked up.
Iron Man fucks him up. It's like, well, how did you think the situation was going to roll out? It was going to either be
Hey, when
him down there, or it was going to be Falcon fucked up.
when emotions are high, shit, you're not. I thought that was a natural reaction. Like this is Rhodey. This is your boy,
Yeah.
and you see him go down, and you know it's because of this whole fucking bullshit.
Because Falcon dodged a missile.
Hey, fuck him. If that were you,
Well,
you'd be like,
But this was play fighting for a lot of them. Let's be honest.
yeah. And
This was
Scarlet Witch calls it out. You're
Yeah.
pulling your punches and shit.
And Iron Man told him to take the shot.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did.
So, Iron Man, this falls on you again.
But I still feel that that was.
Fuck Iron Man.
Oh!
I still feel
I
that
wanted to
was
start drinking.
a natural. I still feel that was a natural reaction. Instead of him being like, "Oh, it's okay. You shot him. I know you were dodging. It's okay. Just hang out there now." And be like, "You motherfucker."
Okay. So you got a bloated cast. Well, in my opinion.
I don't think it was blood. I think it should have been bigger.
It should have been
in
more.
my opinion.
In the comics,
For the real
Well,
Civil
this
War, it
shit-
should have been bigger.
I agree. If it was a real Civil War, it should have been bigger. The ones that I got, a lot of them I didn't really care about. I wasn't as emotionally invested in some of the ones. Obviously, I do love Scarlet Witch. I do love Vision. You know, War Machine, not so much. Falcon I like because they upgraded him.
we've had more
I love Falcon.
War Machine than we've had Scarlet Witch or Vision.
Yeah, but I don't give a fuck about War Machine.
See,
But let me ask you this though. You know who was fucking missing? Really missing?
They kind of touched on it a little bit.
Who?
Wait.
Who are you talking about?
I'm snoring because you're the boring.
Oh
fucking big guy.
no! I'm actually not gonna go there.
Oh, I know where he's going.
This is the fake out.
I know where he's going.
I've hacked motherfucking Sam Jackson, Nick
Okay,
Fury. What the fuck?
So
Oh yeah, you gotta watch Agents of the Shield. To understand
Yeah.
where he is.
Nah, fuck that show.
Well, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is part of the MCU.
Yeah.
So the one thing I don't necessarily like is that the movies influence a lot of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. However, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. does not necessarily influence.
That's because millions
MCU.
more people watch the movies
That's
than the
true,
TV
but,
show.
I mean,
Come on.
But the people, there's been characters from the MCU on the fucking show.
Yeah,
Nick Fury
cameos.
himself is on the fucking
Okay,
show.
so where's Nick Fury?
He's not there, and the directors give an explanation.
He's not there.
No fucking shit. I saw the movie. Where is he? You say he's
Wait.
in-
Hold on. So
Wait,
this-
wait,
He didn't hide it.
Nick Fury isn't about shit like that.
Yeah. So wait,
But I'm
this
saying
is
Nick Fury's
the
been in every, I believe every Captain America movie,
I
right?
think
Yeah,
if
but he is,
Nick
so-
Fury had a so-called put the pieces together about Bucky killing it, I think that would have been a perfect plug-in for
That could've worked.
if
But
Fury
there's-
had been like, well, you do know that blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
blah.
So
Oh, but there's other shit going on though that
What's Nick Fury doing with it?
Well, no,
Nick
I
Fury's
mean-
supposed to be technically dead, right?
Well,
True.
yeah, and he's also cleaning up the Hydra mess.
Yeah.
So-
And
Which is
then
more
not
important.
But
only
Hydra's in the mix right now.
there are
Yes, that's why I'm saying he's in the wind in the background trying to clean this shit up.
not only that
I
the
would like to
directors said I actually read this today from Cinema Blend that Nick Fury is kind of like, this is the fight with the kids, let them sort this out, and they didn't
Okay.
want him choosing a side. Also,
I get that, but
in the
show
Civil
it.
War,
No, don't
Nick,
reference that book.
but he's not in this.
Oh,
Well,
yeah, but that's
that
well,
has nothing to do with what we saw on screen.
So, so Matt asked a question. He said he's talking about Baron Zemo. He said, "How did he kill and replace the psychiatrist just assigned to a criminal that they were planning to kill, and have time to make false credentials
Ooh.
and send that EMP?" That is a very good question. Yeah,
Yeah.
I said prep time.
Yeah.
They already explained what kind of work that guy does too. Like, how is he able to create an EMP? Like, is he like super smart? Is he?
Well,
No, I
it's in
mean,
a
It's just a
hotel.
big electro.
You give me enough time, I can create an EMP.
Yeah.
So,
But
but
this one knocks out a
resources.
whole lot of fucking
well,
power.
give me enough time, I can create an EMP.
Yeah,
But
all you gotta do, all he did was put it next to a fucking
Yeah.
a
Like,
node.
power
You
plant.
take out a node, that can take down like a whole region of a city.
at this, the problem is though is that he would have to know where they were going to find the Winter Soldier, the real one. So he would have to find him first, know where he was at, and then assume that they're going to take him to a certain location, and then bomb that fucking power plant.
Well, you don't need to know where he's at.
At
If
the
they knew
exact-
that they're going to draw him out.
No, you have to know where he's at.
Was
Yeah.
The
Oh,
EMP
you mean,
got mailed
you mean in
somewhere.
the facility?
Yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
the EMP got mailed somewhere.
was anyone going into this movie on a certain side and then switched based
No,
on how the
no,
movie played
not
out?
me.
Or?
Fuck no.
No, I went in with
I'm
a certain
serious.
side. I didn't switch.
I
Okay,
didn't
yeah.
switch. I stayed team Cap all day.
In fact,
Yeah,
Was everyone?
Austin Cap.
Everyone was team.
In
that
fact,
was
Cap won me over even more than I expected. When he was pulling that fucking helicopter, flexing on the motherfuckers, I was like, Cap is strong as shit.
Yeah.
And then when he was battling Tony and he's bloody, he's gotten his ass kicked, and he's like, I can do this all
day.
I was like, go Ted Steve!
He
Unpopular
says that
opinion
line-
right here.
he says that
Captain
time
America
3 times.
whooped Batman's ass.
Oh!
Get the fuck out of here.
Actually,
That's a
that's
death match. You know it.
that is.
That's a death match.
I agree with Stitch.
Oh.
Captain America will beat
Whoa.
down.
I'm gonna hold my
I'm gonna
opinion
hold
and
that.
do my prep work.
Fucking
that-
way.
On our YouTube channel,
hold
we are
that.
going in on that one. That one might be
Batman,
next.
no helicopter.
Batman has taken out the Hulk.
Don't matter that. And Batman's arm would have been up in the sky.
We are going to get into that later.
Yeah.
We're gonna do
That's a
that.
good one, though.
Ooh,
Damn, that's good. That's fire.
That's a good
Woo.
All right,
All right,
you got?
I got a lot of love for Cap.
All right.
Cap's what it means.
My other thing.
Oh, we've been on this shit for a fucking while, man.
Yeah.
How many problems you got?
I did have one. No, this will be the last one. But how did you guys feel that this moved the MCU forward in terms of are we inching towards Infinity War
Oh,
right
Oh
now?
yeah, of
Yeah.
course. Everything they do is towards Infinity War.
Because I didn't get an impression of Infinity War from
Well,
this.
yeah, I was gonna say that was a problem that I had. There was no hints towards because normally they have Thanos at the end.
Yeah.
There was no hint towards Thanos or anything like that at the end. I
We're
was
giving a
like,
shit.
all right, guys, yeah, it's coming up. It's coming up pretty soon.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I mean, we still
Another
have
year, 2 years?
a couple movies. We still have Doctor Strange. We're supposed to have Thor again,
Ragnarok, yeah.
and then
Panther.
is it Miss Marvel
Galaxy.
before?
Captain
Oh,
Marvel.
Galaxy, Guardians of the Galaxy 2,
Ant-Man 2.
So
Ant-Man and Wasp.
Yeah.
when are they gonna introduce Adam Warlock?
Oh,
You know what? I
That's
don't
a
even
good
know.
question.
I don't even know if they are.
Maybe,
Well, they-
maybe in Guardians.
They
Maybe.
should almost have to because
They haven't introduced Nova either.
well, but the only person normally that can really there's two people that can fuck with Thanos, right?
Yep.
Adam Warlock is number one, can fuck with Thanos and kill him. The second one, which is weird because if you watch the movies, it's weird, but it's Drax.
Yeah,
Yeah.
actually Drax does. He hits
Yeah.
him in the back or stabs him
No,
in the back.
he can kill him. He's so Thanos is the avatar of life. Or, I'm sorry, Thanos is the avatar of death, and then
Oh,
Drax is
Drax
the
is
avatar of
avatar of
life. And so they haven't really introduced like all of Drax's real power. So I think they might have hamstringed his character because of that. So hopefully they kind of fix that. Hopefully he gains new powers in the next.
Or we are seeing
Guardians of the
powers that
Galaxy.
he's always had, and they're like, he's just like, oh, I could always do this.
Well, no, because he got his ass whooped by that one dude, like
Uh,
fucking SmackDown.
Final rating from all of us?
Ooh.
Well, before we do that, your guys all stayed for the trailer.
Oh hell yeah!
Yeah, you mean the after credits? shit?
After credits.
Yeah.
You know what? I don't understand people who fucking leave movies.
Yeah, fuck.
No, they could have already seen
MCU movie.
They could have already watched the movie.
True.
That's true, but I doubt it. Because I saw the day it came out, and people were fucking walking out like, what the fuck is
I was
wrong
like,
with you
excited.
guys?
Yeah, if you're watching an MCU movie, you should fucking know by now. You fucking stay for
Well,
both the
nerds
beginning and
nerds know. Like,
Yeah.
none of everybody's a goddamn nerd.
Yeah.
Do you ever want us to be like, hey, this could be more?
Sit your ass down.
end.
'Cause
I
even
saw
non-
family leave, and I was like, hey, they're gonna fucking want to watch this.
I don't care. Let them leave.
even
I ain't
non
going
Yeah, leave. I'm putting my feet up.
even non-MCU movies like Deadpool. That's not in the MCU. Of course, they had after credit
It's
scenes.
Marvel type.
Yeah. So
And there's a
anyway,
bunch of sites you can fucking Google.
all right.
That's what I do.
Final rating, Stitch. What you got?
Or is it 1 to 5, 1 to 10?
1 to 10, motherfucker.
Ooh. I'm gonna give this 9.8
Whoa.
mics.
Damn.
I needed to let it marinate to see if I liked it more than Winter Soldier. Winter Soldier's probably still my favorite.
Wait. You said 9.8?
9.8 out of 10.
That is
Woo.
the highest rating we have ever given.
But like I said before, it's because it's fresh. I want to go watch it again. I'm going off emotion, just the excitement of seeing all these motherfuckers in the same place, same time, battling it out. Even though they were pulling punches, they were at a wide open space in a nice little airport. I was able to see each matchup go against everyone. I enjoyed it. I want to watch it again. But my thing is just off excitement right now. So it's either 1 or 2 in terms of MCU movies for me.
Damn.
For right now.
Kronos, what you got?
I'm gonna give a 8.5.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay. All right. Old Ninja.
I really want to give it a really, really high score, but I'm going to give it an 8.75.
Wow. Okay. High marks. Blue, what you got?
I'm only gonna give it a 7. To be honest.
7-0?
Oh.
7.
With this goddamn Batman shirt on.
Yeah.
Well, you know.
All right.
No, it's because it wasn't a Captain America movie. It was fucking an Avenger movie, which it should have been titled. I did like
That's very true.
T'Challa being it. T'Challa.
T'Challa.
God damn.
You don't say how we got to like we say how we got to.
Like I like that Spider-Man was in it, but then Spider-Man kind of was annoying with the way he fucking like talked with his whole
Loved
like.
it.
He's supposed to be.
But he's
annoying.
younger, but I mean I understand. But like, it just the gay scene was like lucky and stuff like that. It was all kind of weird. Yeah.
Oh, you got a problem with gay people now?
I have a lot of time with this game, but that seems the way they were looking at each other like, I guys want to get a room.
I'm going to go slightly higher than Blue and give it a 7.3.
Damn.
Some of the points that we discussed already. Way too much Bucky for me. Didn't like prepubescent Spidey all that much. And if they had a little bit more balls, I would love to have seen an Avenger die. Much like in Age of Ultron, at least we had Quicksilver die, but you know, that's just for me. But good all the way around, especially with Black Panther.
Yeah, somebody should have just went like, oh no. All right, I was trying to press a button.
All right.
But apparently, hold on, my shit wasn't turned up. Haha, rewind a tape.
What you got?
Somebody should have been like,
All
Hey,
right.
kind of a cool fun fact. The Quicksilver in the Avenger movie and the Quicksilver in the X-Men movies both were in Kick-Ass.
Yeah.
They were friends in Kick-Ass. It's kind of cool.
All right. Let's switch gears, man. Damn, we went deep in that.
Yeah, you did.
all right, so what do we want to talk about? We already got, well,
Let's
somebody's
talk about your
old.
Supergirl shit.
Well, let's talk about you finally fucking reading Ready Player One.
Yeah, do that.
God damn it.
Yeah,
Play
so
on that?
I can read. I'm book learned. Actually, well, I listen to Will Wheaton. I listen to audiobook.
Yeah.
So, and it was pretty awesome. I know some folks say that the movie was kind of, or the book was kind of juvenile, but I don't give a fuck. I'm kind of immature, so you know, whatever. It was. I thought it was excellent. Obviously, I was born in the '70s, so I grew up in the '80s
God
and the
dang,
'90s.
oh.
So yeah, I'm old as fuck.
He's a damn.
Anyway, so for me, it was good nostalgia. And I think for the people that weren't born in that era, it was good for it was cool for them to hear about shit in that era.
Yeah.
It was a great book in my opinion. I thought it was cool because like basically we're on the cusp of that sort of lifestyle now with like virtual reality coming out and haptic gloves and haptic fucking suits and shit like that, you know, and hop into a virtual world and the fucking world sucks and shit like that. I think we could easily get there,
Yeah, we
you know. I mean, we're already on the way there with like virtual reality. I mean, we've seen it.
I can't wait to read the fucking book. I mean, it's available to all of us.
great.
I just hadn't had
Yeah,
time.
dude.
I want
I
to
read
read
it.
it. I have to read it
again.
before the fucking movie comes out for sure.
I'm gonna buy the actual hardcover book. So yeah.
Yeah, I've been meaning to buy it. I was, no, I'm not
Goddamn. All right.
So right on.
So awesome. Finally, at least one person you got to read
yeah,
it.
God damn.
Yes,
I'm waiting.
you guys should definitely read it. I mean, it's really good. It's really cool to have like Easter eggs and shit like that, and for people to talk about.
So then we should
and
do a roundtable review once everybody's ready.
Yeah,
what's,
definitely.
What's so really good? What's
The
so
end
great
is
about
really
the
good
book
too.
is that the author who wrote the book,
Ernest Cline.
He did a lot of fucking research. 'Cause a lot of the information he gives you are all fucking true facts. Like
Yeah.
how like there was a game where with Atari, like developers couldn't have their name on the cover or whatever not, but this guy somehow created an Easter egg where his name shows up in there. Like that's all fucking true facts that happen in reality. But it's fucking cool as hell.
Surprised they didn't talk about how shitty ET was.
I
own that game.
They mentioned it.
It's so fucking bad.
Oh, that was nice.
Yeah, I did have that game.
All
ET
right.
is mentioned. There's a bunch of arcade games in there that's mentioned.
All right, what's going on with your Supergirl?
Oh yeah, so Supergirl, it might.
Is this
be,
rumor or is this fact?
Well,
It's not
still
confirmed.
rumor, It's not
It's still
confirmed.
it's in
Okay,
negotiation.
so why are we talking about that?
No, so was it CBS? They usually release what shows they're gonna be renewing like a few months ago, but Supergirl wasn't on that list, and so apparently that it's still in the works of maybe being on CBS, but it's also being talked that it's gonna be making a jump over to CW or CW.
All right, so just rumor right now.
But also like they're also talking about like there's gonna be budget cuts. Like,
If it
they're
moves
gonna
to
move it.
CW, it will have.
Oh, CW doesn't have half the money
No.
for CBS. CBS Ben have money.
But they're all, it's
If
it's
you
the
watch
same
them-
network though.
Yeah, well, they're owned by the same parent.
No, hold on. They put, if you look at the shows on CW, they don't put anywhere near the budget in.
Yeah, no, of
For
course.
CBS, that's what I'm saying.
But CW and CBS are owned by the same company.
They don't put the money. They
Yes,
don't
we
put the
know
money
that.
in. All right.
If you watch Legends of Tomorrow, though, it looks like they put in money into
And
that.
the Flash.
They broke the bank. to
Oh
get
yeah,
all
they
that
did.
shit.
They
Yeah.
did break the bank on
That's
that.
why they couldn't guarantee
Yeah,
it.
exactly.
But so many episodes.
All right. Now wait a minute. Speaking of rumor bullshit, what is this? Who put this Prince stuff on here?
I did.
Is this fact or is this rumors?
Well, it's a link. If you click on the link on there, it's
It's on my paper.
I got paper.
Cronus is working on
The ones and twos.
Carlos is looking at ads.
But yeah, it was. There's a bunch of rumors and speculation going around that that Prince had it for about 3 years and he was suffering through pain stuff like that.
Yeah, if that-
and he's gonna,
Nothing-
he committed
until
suicide.
I would rather
Yeah.
not comment.
Yeah, there's been nothing confirmed as of yet.
Yeah.
No, the only thing that has been true so far is Gene Simmons talking shit. That's for sure.
Gene Simmons is a perpetual shit talker.
Yeah,
That's
but
what I'm learning.
He's just hating her.
Yeah, he said that Prince's death was pathetic because he killed himself.
Aw, this motherfucker.
And he says that is what it is. Don't try to sugarcoat it or play it. This guy did too many drugs and he OD'd.
I would ask him,
And then
was he there?
Yeah,
Exactly.
So then shut the fuck
So
up.
he's talking shit about, and then he compared, hit Prince to MJ, and then David Bowie's death to Prince's death. But he's just throwing shade on the whole
trying to
thing.
get that fame.
Yeah. fuck
Yeah, so it's just, I mean, it's kind of sad because Gene Simmons is a rock legend.
Yeah.
But for him to throw, I mean, he did praise the fact that he felt that Prince was above a lot of other artists out there. But about his death, he's saying that he OD'd. And that's not been proven yet.
Yeah, of
The
course.
report's not official yet.
I swear he was a doctor or something.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly.
And, I mean,
Well, he's saying, I guess he's saying maybe off of his previous drug abuse that this.
as a fan of the artist and his music, I care a whole lot more about his life than how he died. But I still do want the facts. once
Very
it
well.
goes
I was
up
listening
and
to
come
Prince
out.
on the way here.
See, this is the problem I have with this fucking article. It's from Hollywood Life. Fuck this whole goddamn website. So it says Prince had reportedly, notice this word reportedly means that they don't fucking have anything to back that up with. Prince had reportedly been diagnosed with AIDS in the 90s, but allegedly chose not to fight the disease because of what Jehovah's Witness. If he had AIDS in the 90s, he would have fucking dead in the 90s.
Most likely.
If he didn't use any kind of medication against that shit. I don't give a fuck what
Oh
Jehovah's
yeah, yeah, you're
That's
right.
so fucking dumb. He would have died a long time ago.
AIDS
Yeah.
versus HIV.
Yeah.
You can live with HIV. If you have AIDS, your timer's clicking down.
Yeah, so I will discontinue reading the rest of the story.
It
Fuck
got
yeah.
you to click.
Yeah, exactly.
Unfortunately. was written in like Comic Sans.
Yeah.
I'm gonna wait.
Clickbait?
I'm gonna wait till there's an official autopsy report and all that shit.
Hell yeah. Really quick back to gaming, and we talked about this a little bit with Crystal from Culture Junkies. Uncharted 4 dropped. I think Chronos, you're the only one that's played it so far.
Yeah, I've only played a little bit of it. I'll play more tomorrow, hopefully, and some on Friday. But I'm trying to get a new car on Friday.
All right.
So
Good shit. So
yeah.
so far so good though.
Yeah. It's been
looks
great. It looks fantastic. It's been the pacing in the beginning is very different.
Okay.
It's not. It starts out like kind of with a bang. Actually, not as much of a bang as like the other ones. And then it slows down. And then
what they showed at E3?
like with the
whole
crowd or
scene where
whatever.
it's like, you know, they're at the restaurant.
No.
I'm not even there
Don't
yet.
It was at E3.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. With the glitch, so apparently you can get a trophy up the
Oh
glitch.
yeah, with the glitch. Yeah.
Yeah, but no, I'm not there yet. And I've been playing for maybe an hour. Maybe an
Okay.
hour.
Lila's been doing some heavy work on that. She came up to visit me at my training school and everything, and she brought the game and the PS4, and she was going to work, and I just
Her PS4.
Wait, she came to see you so she can play the PS4.
well, I was at class and everything, and so because it's wine country and shit. So while I was at class, she was playing in the hotel, and I would come back on like lunch break, and she was playing. I would just put on my headphones and like I'm like I don't want to see anything.
Damn.
I don't want to hear what Drake says.
Sully.
So you sit down when you pee now?
She loves you, right?
Told you twice.
But it does look amazing. It sounds fun. I just hear explosions and shit. I'm like motherfucker. I was like, I can't wait to get my hands on this game.
Mishka has told me flat out, I am not allowed to play the campaign without her being
Carlos,
present.
you want to comment on that?
No, look, it's.
I played it.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
Well, no.
Why am I catching shade?
Yeah.
He's not allowed to play at all. He's got restrictions.
I do have restrictions for just that game. I can play multiplayer without it. She wants to see how that story ends. You know? Well, the first, at least number 2 and 3, they felt like movies. So she would literally watch with popcorn while I played.
That's actually so all the fellas out there, or even if you're a female and your guy doesn't play games, Crystal, I think you said that your man doesn't play video games at all. Uncharted is actually a really good game for people to watch because it's like watching a movie. And so in this one, I remember when I started playing it, I remembered why it has such a cinematic feel to it. Is because as you're playing as Nathan Drake or any other character you have to be playing in the game, it's usually Nathan Drake though, is that he does stuff that's like a normal person does in real life.
Yep.
So if you're walking around, he'll like talk to himself and shit. I listen to myself like internally, but I don't talk to myself. But he'll talk to himself. Like he'll see something, he'll talk about it. If he's like near a wall, he'll like touch the wall to like steady himself on it. You know, the way that he moves and shit seems way more lifelike than in most games. In most games, it's like the person's waiting for you to do something, and you're interacting. You're basically directly telling him what to do. And this one, don't get me wrong, you're controlling Nathan Drake, but he's also doing shit on his own.
Yeah.
Like when you're seeing stuff, he'll talk about it. When you're up against the wall, he'll move around differently and shit like that. And the way that it's written is really well. It's basically movie quality. You ever played any games?
I played them all.
Okay, yeah.
I was just, I think definitely we'll have to get in depth about it because I remember, wasn't there some sort of controversy going on with, I guess, the writer or the creator of
the only controversy I remember, this is really, really muddled, but there was I think a white voice actress portraying a black character or vice versa. And then there was previously, about a year ago, a really prominent female writer for Naughty Dog getting fired.
She had left fired something.
Left fired. Could have been. It almost sounded like a Konami and Hideo Kojima kind of situation. Right. And I can't remember her name off the top of my head, but she's extremely talented.
She's a great writer.
Yeah, she's been in the industry for a long time, and then she moved on to work on a Star Wars game.
I'm awesome. I'm really curious.
Was it 313? Because
no, I think that game is dead. I'm hoping they release what they did to fucking YouTube or some shit.
Yeah, I'm curious to see how the story plays out. See if there's any noticeable differences.
No, so far there's none.
Okay,
and you actually, it's kind of funny. You actually play Crash Bandicoot in part of the.
I did see that.
Cool.
It is really cool. Like he's playing a PlayStation 1. I was
that's
like,
awesome.
Oh shit,
that's cool.
And then like to piggyback on what Kronos is saying, the thing that stands out with me about that series is I'll be watching the screen and I'm like, oh shit, I'm supposed to move now.
Yeah.
Like it's not a cutscene anymore. It's like I can control it now.
Yeah.
It's a playable action movie. I almost consider it.
Well, for really quickly for me, even though the campaigns are 10 out of 10 world class, the other thing that people forget about, the multiplayer and co-op was also super
Really
fun.
I've never played.
Really? Oh, we got to get on there. It's
it's
so
fun.
fun. It's so fun and awesome. So anyway, way more to come. I think at least 3 out of 4, maybe 4 out of 5 of us are going to be playing Uncharted 4.
Oh.
Most of us. Anyway.
Are we missing shit on here? This is like an old one.
Oh, really?
I think it was
This sheet, yeah.
Oh,
Hold on,
okay.
I'm sorry.
There's one by you.
There should
by
be
your-
Well, there's some stuff.
You might have a
Let me
different
play
one.
I think you grabbed it all.
There's one by- There's one by you.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you're
he's
looking
looking at raw paper.
So right now, it's on my new laptop that I got from Snagger.
Yes.
Would you guys ever be willing to play a crossover between Tomb Raider and Uncharted?
Fuck yeah.
Fuck
A
yeah.
crossover game?
Holy
Yeah.
shit.
Both
that'd
great
be fucking-
franchises. Why wouldn't I? Yeah.
I just throw it out there.
Yeah.
But,
No, I
I mean,
love
you do know that Crystal Dynamics, their alumni is Naughty Dog.
Oh wow.
So that's why if you play the games, their mechanics are
Very
hella
similar.
similar, extremely similar.
Well, wait a minute. Do we get that exclusive Tomb Raider on PS4 later this year?
Yeah, later this year.
Okay.
So,
yeah, it's more like
Maybe
2017.
they haven't announced it yet.
oh, it was.
Yeah.
I thought it was fall
They
this
can
year
push back.
for sure.
I haven't seen it announced yet.
Oh no, yeah. There's no official release date.
I know
but-
that I got it though.
But,
I know, I got it.
and oh yeah, I got it.
You were talking about your laptop, and I don't want to turn Kronos into a Winter Soldier by bringing up certain words.
I am going.
But you might go Bucky on.
Triggered.
I will
breaking
give.
down shit.
I will say it on this podcast. I will give Exotic PC time to make it right. If they don't make it right, I'm gonna blow them the fuck up on this podcast.
Verbally speaking.
Yeah. Don't even NSA.
Yeah.
HR busted.
So
Needless to say, I'd fucking send a nastygram and an email about my fucking order.
Yeah.
So
Can we get real?
I think we just lost a sponsor.
Oh no, it'll be fine. They're gonna make it right.
to make it right,
Yeah.
I've been in talks with Exotic PC. I've been talking to one of their salespeople to try to get them on the podcast.
just
but-
tell them to fix my fucking order.
Oh, there you
Yeah.
go.
This won't be good.
Yeah.
Shout out to Pat with Exotic PC because he helped me get mine.
Hey, Pat from Exotic PC, fix my fucking order.
Yeah.
Talk to Emily and goddamn shit, Matt
This is
fucking
a civil war
Brandy.
right here. This is a civil war.
I got that.
Well, I'm the one who suggested it.
Stir that.
I'm the one who suggested going to Exotic PC.
Like, I think I got my
Throw some
laptop probably
tabs.
about a week before you place your order. So
Add
I
some bay
probably,
leaves in
I
there.
probably got the last hard drive.
Oh, you got SSD too?
Yeah, I got the Samsung one.
Motherfucker.
250.
Pinch your old bed.
All right, let's get real on one thing. Actually, Kronos, do
Jesus
you have a story to tell, an update on your personal life?
Are we going to do a story time with Cronus now?
Yeah, a very special
fuck.
BWI.
It will not be sad. So, so me and Cam have been trying to adopt for a while now. And it's kind of early. Like, it's super fucking early. But we maybe have a match. So, and it'd be cool as fuck if we do have a match. So, yeah.
What does that mean for
Yeah, hit.
those who don't know?
A match means we're looking for a birth mother to give birth to a child, and then we adopt the child.
Hell
so
yeah.
I think we found maybe we're still this is like super early on, but and we've been like trying to adopt now for like a year and a half. So yeah, we've been talking about it for a while though.
So she hasn't had the child yet?
No,
Okay.
I'm not gonna give you details on that part,
No,
but
okay,
I'm just gonna. I have details. I'm not.
I thought you were
gonna
gonna have like hunt her down and like stack the baby while she's having a
Oh,
No,
how
it's
dare you.
not like that.
I don't know how it works.
No, it's weird. It's like fucking online dating.
Oh,
You know what I mean? Like you have to like
send a dick pic? Oh.
no, you have like an online profile, and then somebody finds you, and they like you or whatever, and you talk to each other, and if you both like match, if you both like each other, and then you end up adopting their child. So
That's
Pretty cool.
awesome.
That's
man.
exciting.
We're all so happy. We got our fingers crossed for you. All of the listeners do as well, I'm sure.
Now,
And just good luck.
Can the person who are I guess surrendering their child, can they do like can they do Indian giving? Like
No,
can they
take
like
backs.
take the kid back?
not really. It's very rare that like the way that we're doing it. It's very low possibility. I mean, it still exists, but it's very low. So like once everything's legally done, then there's really.
I know like there's some scammers out there who will get pregnant and they'll say like, oh, we'll give this up for adoption, and like they have like the family who's gonna adopt the baby paid for everything, but then they turn around and like keep the kid.
Oh yeah, no, I'm going through we're going through an agency, so that's like all minimized. They go to like counselors and stuff like that, and they talk through the agency to talk through any kind of problems, and they vet the people, the birth mothers, and they vet us as well too. Make sure that we're serious about adoption, and it costs a lot of fucking money on our end. So, obviously we're not going to bullshit on our end because we put up the money's already put up, so we already paid for it, baby. So
Good shit.
So since we're talking about making babies, should we talk about what we learned a couple weeks ago from SSVR from Ella Darden?
Bring it up. Set us up.
go ahead.
I wasn't there, so that was between
I
Cronus
thought we
and.
already talked about it.
No, you guys wanted to talk about it last week on this week's podcast.
What was it? But speak up. What is it? Are we
Oh,
talking about?
what you guys learned about the porn industry?
Oh, well, we talked a lot about
Yeah, we talk about some crazy behind the scenes.
yeah, we talked about a lot of shit.
Fluffers?
But I think
Well,
well,
we
no,
didn't talk about that.
well, part of the thing was paying for porn. I thought that was it's an interesting concept in this day and age because I think a lot of people are growing up not paying for porn
Yeah.
at all, and people like talking to Ella, it's taken a big hit in that industry. Like, so people in the industry generally get paid 50% or less from what they used to get paid pre-internet
Oh, wow.
porn days,
Yeah.
and that's like a legit statistic. I was like, holy shit. So like when people are going to like these YouTube sites, or not YouTube sites, but like tube sites,
Like,
Red,
and then
red
like
tube.
torrents and shit like that.
Tube, X-Hamster.
Well, you cannot say them at all, but whatever. But, goddamn, for real?
Yeah. Porno.
Yeah.
Yeah, we talk about Pornhub all the fucking time.
Go ahead.
but
Fuck this, man. Yeah.
This hidden I'm gonna have to learn those trigger words. You guys are hitting them. I'm waiting for him to go Winter Soldier.
No, we could call up fucking Ella and be like, hey, break it down. Yeah.
So they're not getting paid, obviously.
Yeah, they're not getting paid or getting paid far less than what they used to get paid. It's for a service that we're all enjoying for nothing or next to nothing. And so for them, they're obviously trying to innovate because obviously if you have a problem with people not paying for something, you need to like innovate on a different way for them to pay into it.
Yep.
And so what Ella does is she's a VR cam girl, so you get to see her in virtual reality. And that experience, if I was single or something like that, or if I guess
yeah,
needed,
laptop to use your.
yeah, exactly.
Ah, see?
God damn.
He did
Fucking
that.
Fucking a bear.
Yeah. Trigger words. See?
You get paid for a way more intimate experience with an adult actress or actor if you're a female or a dude that's gay. So yeah, for those of y'all that haven't used VR yet, it's a very realistic experience. And I think if you had something where you saw somebody and basically felt you were interacting with them in real time, that's definitely a pay for it type of experience for me anyway. Like I really want to pay for that Cinehacks.
Oh yeah.
For their shit because that was fucking awesome.
Oh, I paid for it. I got a copy of it on my phone.
Yeah, well, like I only saw like the small demo, but I'll pay for it when I eventually get my fucking laptop.
I'm curious, and I wish I'd have been there to ask some sort of follow-up questions to her. But is it kind of like how Napster sort of kind of threw artists for a loop and fucked them over?
Yeah, but see, for
Or,
the
like,
you know what, we might have her on the podcast again because I listened to the package that we had, and there's a lot of background noise, and I had the game was up so I could hear her, but it's playing way too much background noise. So I think I want to do another podcast with her remotely because she doesn't live anywhere near us. So I want to have her again on the podcast. She can break it down more. But yes,
I do have so many questions like what artists could do to counteract that effect, or if they could take their own, because it's them on there.
Right, it's worse than the music industry.
Yeah.
So for the music industry, if you're a good musician, a record label will pick you up and then they'll pay you. They give you an advance, right? They'll pay you almost no matter what, and then you get royalties off the shit that you sell, right? But you're still getting paid. For the porn industry, it's not really like that, right? It's basically royalties, and you might get paid a little bit up front, but it's not that much, and it's based upon popularity. But if you're not making money off popularity, if you're just getting through all these fucking various tube sites that don't have analytics and shit like that, then there's no way that you can get paid off of that off of those views.
And I guess they can't just, since they can't just pull themselves from the sites.
Oh, they do all the time.
Yeah, all the
Okay.
time. Yeah,
all the time.
Okay, I didn't really.
But you
go
can't.
to a lot of those sites, and one week, and you go there next week, and the video's probably gone.
Yeah.
And it'll say on there like this is copyrighted and it was pulled and stuff like that.
Okay.
I mean,
Yeah.
I heard
Do most
somebody
people
tell me
do
that.
or because I mean,
Well, yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
because they're free sites, a lot of people just rip a scene and just post it up, and try to change the title or whatnot, and they can, like, if you have thousands of users posting like a bunch of the same scenes, they have to track those down and then request them to be pulled out.
Yeah.
It kind of made me think of that movie with I can't think of the movie where the
Zack and Mary make a porno?
no, not that one. The one with
One Night in China?
No, it's oh god, let me think of
Debbie
it.
Does Dallas?
This motherfucker.
No, it's there's a movie with two celebrities. It's a movie they made about
Ray Jan Kim.
something. Shit, what's it called?
After you got famous.
Yeah. All right.
No, it has Cameron D is in it. Her and her man makes a sex tape, but they
Oh,
made it for
sex
themselves.
tape.
Yeah, okay, yeah, sex tape.
Sex tape.
But yeah, so they try to go to Pornhub and they try to like break in and like try to break one of the servers, thinking that it will take it down. And they're like, yeah, he just fucking talked to the owner. He would have fucking took the video off of there because they get it all the time. But yeah, it's like, why I fucked that up.
Yeah, no. But yeah, and it was like other stuff that she talked about in the adult industry that I just didn't really know about. And then actually talking to, it was cool that we had Ella Darling and then like two people that worked at Kink.com on the same podcast. So we talk about it from like both ends of the, I guess, the industry.
Business and
Both sides of the cameras.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
thought she was gonna. Isn't she gonna be on Earth Girls, or am I mistaken?
She is, but I'm gonna ask her to come on this podcast too to see.
Yeah, let's do
Yeah,
that.
because
Yeah,
we
definitely.
obviously we have a lot of male listeners, and I think that as far as I know,
I think
males
more-
watch more porn than females.
Yeah.
But I think it's gonna be great for Earth Girls. They're easy because they talk about a lot of like dank shit, like
Oh, they
Yeah.
do.
sex and fucking sex
talk
and shit
about
like
porn
that.
and
So
shit.
yeah, and porn. Yeah,
You know, one cool thing that
Ella.
Ella brought up was that like with the whole VR porn, like you would think like with VR you want to be able to like look around the room and see everything
No.
around you, but no, you don't want to look at that. You just want to look straight ahead at what's going on. Like there's no reason for you to like even turn around. So a lot of the videos that she shoot is just 180 view. You don't get that whole
Yeah.
360 because you're only looking forward. Like you don't need to fucking look back. And I thought that was really interesting for her to kind of point out and explain that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and she went in depth on like the rig that they custom make and stuff like that.
Oh,
like
yeah,
how
yeah.
they make
I was there
it.
for that.
Yeah, it's super cool. So shout out to Ella Darling, Kavai, and 5-Star
Yeah.
for coming on the podcast. Yeah, you know what?
Reach out.
I'll reach out to them again so we can have like a more professional podcast. So I feel like the one that we had, I couldn't edit it enough to get it to where the background noise was quiet enough
Yeah.
to like really hear. So yeah, I'll reach out to her and get her on.
Good shit.
You know what's
So-
really cool? She kind of they kind of gave us a sneak peek of a video of
Holy
something
shit.
happening. I'm not gonna go into detail. But it was pretty fucking extreme.
Well, I can just say it was extreme anal. And when I say extreme anal, you're all thinking not extreme enough from what I saw.
Oh.
I saw this chick's soul.
Oh.
And we were chilling at a bar, and I was just like, whoa.
Damn.
Yeah.
She
That's
showed
pretty
you what
awesome.
that ass
She
did.
did like some
Yeah.
pub master thing, but no. But I was gonna say like one cool thing that
Hold on. I saw her soul in 3D.
Oh.
yeah, you did.
All right.
There was no coming back from that. But no, but like she kind of gave us a little bit behind, like pull back curtain type scene. So the way they filmed that scene, you would think like they had like a camera on the actor's head who was doing, not the one that was taking it, but the one who was giving it. Like you would think like they would have a camera there, but no, that's not how they do it. They actually have like the person like turn their head to the side, and a camera's kind of like mounted on their
Almost
on
like,
their shoulder.
yeah, and they're looking at like a monitor.
Yeah, and they're looking at a monitor at the scene. So like they're like looking away, looking at a monitor while they're like using their hand to kind of like do stuff. So it's almost like a doctor doing like surgery. They're like looking
Yeah.
away, using their hands, kind of using the video to try to see what they're doing. But it was really crazy because I would have never fucking thought of that.
Yeah,
It's
no.
ridiculous.
It's like if you go to, I think I am 5-Star on Twitter. I think one of her photos, is it her background photo or something, or a banner photo? It shows her like filming a video of like a girl
Oh yeah.
in like a cage. And it's like when you see 5-Star is a person who has the camera in her hand, but she's like all scrunched down, like taking this photo or like this video. But I never thought of like the actual camera person.
Okay.
Like it just kind of like really illuminated like people that are camera people in porn. Like their job is not easy.
underneath the balls. I mean, yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
there
yeah.
literally are some shots that are off the hook. But we need to have her back on.
Yeah,
There's
we'll
no
get her
doubt.
back on.
There's no doubt about it.
A jump off about staying on porn. This is actually a topic that Stitch and Old Ninja were talking about.
What you got?
So yeah, well, I guess this is a roundtable question. So, how do you guys feel about
Oh man, that's a dude in that cage.
porn?
Is it
Yeah,
a dude?
that is a dude. That's a
Oh
man.
damn!
Holy shit! I didn't even notice.
God damn!
Sorry.
Go ahead.
So-
What's the roundtable clip?
So
I'm gonna look, but I don't want to.
How do you what?
How do you guys feel about female porn actresses that don't do interracial? Do you look at them differently?
Oh yeah, she talked about that too.
No, I don't look at them differently because people have preferences, and I don't want to judge them. As long as they're not fucking obviously racist. But you want to fuck, you want to fuck. You know what I mean? Like it's totally up to the person who's doing the fucking or receiving the fuck, on what person they want to fuck or don't want to fuck. I don't see a problem with that at all.
I think it's primarily, from what I've heard, and I want to get Ella's take on this whenever she comes back on the cast. I think it's primarily a business decision. But
She did talk about that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Well,
that's fucked up.
I think it's primarily a business
That is a
decision.
dude.
But
Yeah.
the business
That's not on
decision
my
is
phone.
based on a lot of people's uncomfortableness with interracial sex and relationships and some racist shit. But it's still a business decision in a lot of ways. And I think that some of the porn stars who have relationships with some white porn stars, white female porn stars with black men, and who still don't do on-camera stuff is weird.
And what Ella broke down was that she said that some of the managers will urge people not to do interracial porn.
Wow.
For ridiculous reasons.
And like one of them was like they shouldn't do interracial porn in February, which is
Oh, really?
Black History Month.
Wow,
Yeah,
is that what she said?
that's what Ella has mentioned.
Okay, Stitch, get in here.
I don't look at the date when my porn is. I never noticed a month. As long as I know it's in like this time frame, it's not I can spout out 80s porn and 90s porn. As long as it's post like 2010, I'm.
We were looking at all kinds of BDS.
I don't know.
So,
Good.
we went to I am 5 stars on that Twitter page.
Her Twitter is all day.
I am
Uncensored.
5 star. You got a dope ass Twitter page.
The dates don't really affect me.
Yeah, maybe.
I'm sort of I'm not torn because I mean like Chrono said, you want to fuck who you want to fuck. You got your preferences and everything. I just maybe it's subconsciously I'm like, oh well, I know they wouldn't fuck me because when you're fantasizing about a girl, you kind of put yourself in the situation, and then maybe you're creepy. You in the back of your mind, you're like, well, I know that shit ain't ever happening because she don't fuck with black dudes. So, I don't know. I'm completely conflicted on where it is. That's why I thought it was a really good question to throw out to the round table.
I wonder what folks in the Infinity Base and on Twitter think about this. Do we put it out there as a question? I think we should. And I would love to hear other people's feedback on it. Because almost everybody watches porn that's an adult, and even some goddamn minors, of course. But, you know, it's out there, and this has been a thing in the porn industry for a long time.
For a long fucking time.
Very long time.
And I think this is like Cronus and Project talked about. I think a lot of the actresses base their decision to do interracial on a business standpoint.
Yeah.
I know that Jenna Jameson in her autobiography talked about it, that she would not do them on camera because she knew she would lose part of her fan base.
Can we be honest about the business part, too, and really cultural as well? I think, at least what I've been told, and I think that there is some truth to this, I think that black people pay for, on average, less porn than maybe some...
So hold on. Part of that is, well, we represent a much smaller viewer base than Caucasians because there's less of us here in America.
That's absolutely true.
So,
but I think, at least, and I don't have my stats to back this up, but I think that percentage-wise, in terms of not watching and enjoying, but paying for, seems to be much lower in the African-American community. But let's see.
But
I will generally agree based upon no facts at all.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there we go. If we're just talking shit.
yeah, we're just but
Make an educated guess.
like
All right.
one of your girls, Bonnie Rotten, she
I
didn't
love Bonnie.
she didn't do interracial, but she talked about doing it, and she was like trying to do this whole plan, like she wanted to do it right or whatever, however she put it. But then she had a kid, and then
She want to do it right, you're just fucking.
Yeah, well,
But she does have a spiderweb tattoo on her anus.
And giving fake fucking orgasms. Like,
Yeah.
you're doing porn. Like, what do you mean
How
do it right?
How do you do it
You
right
have
with
to
black
ask,
guy?
yeah, you have to ask her.
You know
Is there like a Kwanzaa candle?
She puts the dashiki on, braids her hair and shit.
You know, one thing we didn't mention about Ella Darling was her tattoo.
Oh, yeah, she's a huge goddamn Harry Potter fan.
Yeah.
Oh, really? Okay.
She has a whole bunch of Harry Potter tattoos.
Like on her back, I'm not sure what the scripture said, but she had numbers back there. But it turns out the numbers mean like Cronus can fill in.
She was talking to Kamek at the time, so I don't know what number she was talking about, but it's probably.
It said like 90451 something. Like I thought it was zip code at first, but apparently it's a potion or something like that. I can't remember exactly what it was.
From the movies?
Yeah, from the movies.
Oh, okay.
Or from the books. And then she also had
I'm a huge Harry Potter fan as well.
she had a scripture on her leg too. I can't remember what it said, but it was another Harry Potter thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, that's cool.
I gotta ask you next time we talk to her.
Yeah, we gotta get her on. All right, real quick, because we haven't touched upon anything with TV at all. I know we all, besides Blue, saw Game of Thrones, right?
Thrones.
Damn Thrones.
Game of Thrones.
Never been so happy to see a fucking 16-year-old kid getting lynched.
Oh. All right, shut us up. How do you like that?
You know, I got
Fuck Ollie. Was that his name?
I don't know.
I think it was Ollie.
Yeah.
I think it was Ollie.
Yeah. I was clapping again.
Snow is back.
Yeah, Snow's back.
Well,
He's confused because he's like, how the fuck I even get here?
And he's
Ended his watch.
Yeah, and he's
Yeah.
all like, I shouldn't be here. Y'all fucked up.
Yeah. He gonna go after some wildling pussy. You know
Technically,
that.
technically, he's allowed to leave because it was till death. He served his.
That's
watch.
true.
Oh, that's true.
Very
So
true.
now he's completely clear. He's done with his watch. He doesn't have to worry
His
about
watch is
not
ended.
fucking any
But
hot ass redhead wildlings and everything.
Well, yeah, but that redheaded fucking old chick. What her name is?
Oh,
Middle
yeah.
Sunday.
She's gonna find him.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Just give birth to another fucking
Demon.
pussy
I
baby.
don't even know what's gonna happen because she looks shook. Like she doesn't even.
Her faith.
Her
faith
faith,
is
yeah.
shook.
Even though
But-
it works, she's like, how this fucking even.
But her
happen?
faith came back when she was like, "Oh, this is like religious folks in general."
yeah,
Like, oh, well, this must mean that you're the fucking guy that I put
Yeah,
all my
yeah.
shit behind. But it's like, well, no.
You were wrong.
she still looked really confused, even when she was like watching stuff from like up in the little balcony thing. She looked kind of like puzzled and like she doesn't even know the answer.
So,
like, where
you know what
the
that
next step is.
intrigued me is that who the fuck is Jon Snow's mom?
Yeah.
I think that might be a real key as to who the fuck he is and why it worked.
That's a good point. It's a very good point.
I haven't read the books. I've heard random
Yeah, just bullshit.
about shit that, and I don't know if it's true or not, but
So this,
could be.
you know what I believe? People that read the books and like, oh, I read the book. No, shut the fuck up. Like I'm watching the goddamn show. Just come on.
Yeah,
You
they're
know?
two separate universes, and we
They're
always.
not too separate. They're actually very similar, but still.
Well, yeah, but there's obviously going to be some changes and characters that don't
Yeah,
aren't
but
involved.
it doesn't make somebody better than me.
So sorry, I'm jumping back to Ella Darling. So
God
the
damn.
tattoo on her back is the code for where you can find the Harry Potter book in the library.
Oh wow,
That's what it was.
that's kind of
You
cool.
talking about the Dewey Decimal fucking number?
She had the Dewey Decimal number.
Holy
on her
fuck!
back.
Oh, because she was a librarian.
Yeah, she's been
Oh,
like Harry.
Yeah.
That's
Who's
what
that
it is.
naughty librarian?
Yeah.
Wow.
So I'm looking at it right now.
Woo,
So
that's cool.
That's what the tattoo is.
That's sexy, hot, smart.
The other one on Game of Thrones that I really love. I love the story with Arya.
Oh yeah, the
I mean,
girl.
it
The girl
just
house know that.
Oh, hey, Warriors won, by the way.
Oh!
very nice,
Blows him out.
very nice. Anyway, I'm still watching. It's a great show. Everybody's loving it.
What about the Lannisters trying to plan revenge on motherfuckers and shit?
They're always plotting.
Yeah,
they need
but-
to kill the goddamn High Septum.
I
Oh, I know, right?
Damn.
He's at a he's at a level where Lori was at in Walking Dead, where I was like, this person's got to go.
Yep.
Like I'm sick and tired of this dude with his fucking verbal judo. I mean, Tomlin is getting fucking mind fucked and everything. Send your motherfucking rhino ass mountain dude and just crush his fucking skull.
No, if
Well,
I
the
was
mountain-
Jamie, I'd have stabbed him in the face. Like
Yeah.
right when the guys come out, I'd be like, "You're dying first." That's
Yeah.
what it means.
Yeah.
You threatened me, you're dying first.
But like he said, Jamie wouldn't have made it out. There was
It's
more
true.
him than him.
Does not even
Jamie
Jamie
should not
said
give a fuck.
it wasn't enough people. He said I fought my way out of worse, even though he's right-handed and his right hand's gone. But I was stabbed in the face first and then killed the rest.
It's got it coming.
I'm
I agree.
tired
He
of
needs
this
the mountain.
storyline, and it's not because it's not it's a great storyline. I was like, just end it. Fucking squad up, go in there, fuck this church up. I don't care about spilling blood in the Lord's house. No, fuck this. This is my kingdom. You
Okay.
captured my
It's
mama. You captured my wife.
Yeah.
You got to go.
That fucking king is bitch made. He needs
Of
to
course.
fucking sack up.
Yeah.
and
You know what
kill
it
them
is?
all.
Kid.
I need Joffrey back.
Oh,
I need
yeah.
Joffrey back.
Yeah.
But he definitely needs Papa Lannister to mold him in a lot of ways. Like that.
Papa Lannister.
Yeah.
Papa Lannister being gone, you could see that void. He was going to obviously mold that kid into maybe not the ultimate king, but a better king.
Oh yeah.
Because I mean, Joffrey would have fed that guy's balls to his kids,
Oh hell
And
yeah!
he-
and then killed the kids.
Yep.
Even their family is sort of like they've lost a lot of power because they walked in on that. I just call it the city council meeting.
Yeah, exactly.
but they were like, you can't make us stay. And he's like, well, fuck it, we'll go.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can't make
I
us.
was like, oh shit.
You can't make us leave, but you sure can't make us stay. We
Yeah,
out.
yeah.
And then the thing about Cersei, it seems like she has complete control over the Franken Mountain.
Oh, of course.
Yeah, so I mean, he can't be called by the king himself because he'll probably kill the king if he tries.
He'll do Cersei's. Will.
Oh, extra dirty word.
All right.
And then, did we get Daenerys in this episode?
No, we got a little bit. We get to see her in the Coven of Widows or something. Whatever.
Yeah, that was just that.
So we'll see. She's probably gonna get rescued next week. We'll see.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Switch it up to Flash.
Hold on, real quick, because I don't want to hear about the Flash.
Oh, you got it.
Anyway,
You need to watch the
so,
show.
did y'all hear about Star Trek coming back for Captain Worf?
No.
Oh, I heard he was pushing for it.
Yeah, so apparently they're moving forward with it.
Who is they?
Paramount?
No, Michael Dorn is in talks to get it moving forward for this show to actually come out. It's gonna be a TV show. It's, Star Trek Captain Worf, which I'll be interested to see. Because you know what I didn't get until I was older in life is that not only was Worf the only black guy, but he's basically an alien, which is like fucking even worse.
Yeah.
It's like he's the only black alien guy on this whole goddamn ship.
He was.
And
Well,
he's
there's
still made it
Guinan.
through. Yeah, well, I guess she's an alien too.
She
but,
is an
yeah.
alien. She was like several hundred.
But he was like part of like the crew. He wasn't just like.
he was. But Guinan became that later on.
Yeah, but she didn't go on missions. She wasn't that important.
Well, so, is this like a CBS? Do we know a network?
I don't know the network yet.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, that sounds awesome. I would love to see another Star Trek on the air.
So I'll never forget in Ted 2 where fucking Michael Dorn dresses up as Worf to go to fucking New York Comic Con to beat up on fucking nerds.
All right.
That shit was fucking funny as fuck.
All right. Flash.
Wow.
Kevin Smith is
Yeah.
directing, and he is killing it in a positive way.
He did.
Man, this is one of the best episodes I've seen of Flash ever.
Yeah, and emotional.
Yeah, that's what's
shit.
super emotional.
What worked really well is, first of all, Barry is in a time or a land between time, and the Speed Force is presenting itself as characters that Barry loves, like his mother, his father, and Iris.
And Joe.
And Joe, yeah. And the Speed Force
And his mom.
And his mom. And the Speed Force is basically saying flat out, I was there before the universe started, I'll be there when it fucking ends, and you have a gift.
And you fucking gave it away. Like,
Yep.
Yeah.
You've never accepted my gift that I've given you.
And he's like, what?
It's a trippy
Yeah, it was
episode.
trippy. And then we see a fucking zombie fucking
Yeah,
man.
that was filler bullshit.
Yeah, but it was kind of.
But you know what had me fucking rolling is fucking was Cisco's fucking response when the zombie came out. He saw what did he say? He was like, oh man, we got zombies now too. And then also later on he kept saying this during the whole episode was like, he's a zombie, but we haven't confirmed if he eats brains.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But then
He's
he also
almost
made
like The Walking Dead, but not really. Cause
Yeah. And he also made a reference to the other CW show called iZombie. He's
Yeah.
like, this is some iZombie type shit. Right?
Yeah.
He made all kinds of references.
Yeah, it just works on a whole lot of levels.
It did. I like the cameo by Jason Mewes.
Yeah.
Actually pretty funny.
That was the wink and a nod, obviously, to
Yeah.
anybody who's a Kevin Smith fan. But the other one that really worked for me with this episode of The Flash is you get the sense with Barry that he's part of a larger speedster team now. You know that Jesse's got it, and they're still hinting that Wally is going to get it.
Oh yeah, but I don't think we're gonna see that because we only have like 2 episodes left or something like that.
That's a lot of time.
What I did like also was that Iris volunteering to bring him back because she's getting that deeper connection. Yeah,
You know, deeper connection. She wants him to go
Yeah.
inside.
Yeah, she does, but I mean, we do know that they get married eventually, so yeah.
That's a flashman.
I think, but we're seeing more of her character like trying to bridge that romantic gap.
True.
And
Finally,
it's building up at a good pace. It's not like in 3 episodes all of a sudden they're fucking
True.
get married. So
True. The other big one for me, and I keep going back to this, Zoom's the best villain we have on TV, period.
Oh,
he
shit.
just is.
the fucking end, we
Well,
saw
we
all
got,
those.
we got Donald Trump on TV. What are you talking about?
Oh!
And Hillary Clinton.
Oh!
But at the end, we see all those fucking villains in the fucking police department. Like, oh
Because
shit.
Zoom likes fucking with people.
He
He
does.
likes killing them, he likes threatening them, and then he likes domination over them. He's a fucking monster, and it's great.
Yeah.
And then he's fucking fucking with Caitlyn in some psychotic ex-boyfriend type of shit.
Yeah, some like almost Silence of the Lamb type shit.
Yeah.
Some crazy shit. So next week we're gonna see Black Siren.
Yeah.
So that's gonna be interesting.
I'm down for all of it.
Since
Are
we
you
didn't
caught up?
really talk about.
No.
Oh, okay.
Have you seen last week?
No, I'm not caught up.
Yeah.
I really want to. Oh, fuck you. You said keep going. So I want to talk about last week's episode where the scene inside Jitters, where the police officers were all held up, stuff like that, and fucking Zoom showed up. It's like, hey man, what the fuck's going on in here? And you got to see fucking Zoom go bananas and fucking murder people, and he did it like that. Like he killed like a good maybe about 10 people.
Yeah,
in a
10
fucking
cops.
flash, dude.
10
It was
cops.
fucking great. That was probably one of my favorite scenes regarding like having Zoom in it because it shows like his abilities and like how fucking insane and crazy he is. Even though like what's his name asked him to not kill anybody, don't kill him, don't kill him.
Caitlyn.
Yeah, Caitlyn had asked him not to kill anybody. He fucking still killed him.
Yeah.
That shit was fucking awful.
And he killed his own minion too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like he let him do his work, and then he's like, "You served your purpose, now you die."
All right.
I was like, "Damn."
Flashes the shit. Chronos doesn't agree.
God damn, this is boring.
But wait, we also got a little taste of maybe Wally West becoming a Flash.
Yeah, that's what we said.
talking about. As well as
Jesse.
his daughter.
Yeah, both. It's going to be a team of three speedsters
Yeah.
with Barry basically taking the lead. It's just a great show. All right, round table, motherfuckers. Ooh, was that some too many zoos in the background?
I gotta make
Wait,
this thing longer.
before you do round table, this isn't on the list.
What you got?
How do you guys feel about this fucking Roots remake they're doing?
I haven't even seen the trailer.
I've seen the
I've seen
trailer.
Is it really? Okay, I
I've
guess
seen the
let's
trailer.
save it
Let me
for
see the
later.
trailer, and then I'll definitely weigh in on it.
Okay, I think it's the show comes on this weekend though.
Oh, okay.
Show?
Yeah.
Oh,
Is it a mini
I
series
think
like
it's
the
a
original?
limited, short. It's limited.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
a short series.
And
But yeah, I just want to get your guys' name, but we'll save it for next time.
All right, Stitch, what you got this week? Recommendations and bullshit.
Let me see what I'm planning on. I'm back up in at class. I'll be down for the weekend. Back in the area. My birthday was this past Sunday. Yeah, on Mother's Day, so it was nice. I spent the day in the city. Got to do some cool shit. Yesterday I had a nice little date with the wife. We went up to the Francis Coppola Winery.
dude, that's actually pretty nice. I've fucking been there because he's got a Tucker fucking car in the middle of the fucking
They also,
middle of the
they also have
Winery.
his desk where he wrote The Godfather.
Yeah, and he keeps his Oscars there.
Yes.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome.
It's a pretty badass spot and everything. And we went up there for dinner, and they had all these dishes that were going around play, and like the servers were like acting like they're like a part of this Italian family, which was really cool. Besides that, this week I'm supposed to go down to Fresno and watch Cedric the Entertainer. What's it? Charlie Murphy, who I'm most excited about because I love
Charlie
Charlie
Murphy.
Yeah, and a couple other comedians and stuff down there. And you got your thing going, so I'll see if I can possibly do up both. But that's pretty much what I got going on this week. Watch some basketball. Hopefully on Friday we can get our basketball podcast going because we'll be being up at
Yeah,
class
you guys
and
didn't do that.
yeah, they sent me away 2 hours away. I'm glad I was able to come
Friday.
this week.
Friday we'll get it
So
out.
you guys want to do it Friday night or Friday?
Friday night. I mean, I work during the day. Yeah.
Okay, you got.
Yeah,
just let me know.
yeah.
Like, just do it here. Like,
That's fine.
We can either do it here. Yeah, either way.
oh, you're the portable. Either way, I mean, it'll sound better if you do it here.
Okay. Chronos, what you got? Recommendations this week?
I'm looking forward to buying another car.
Nice.
So yeah, so I'm gonna own 4 vehicles. It's gonna be kind of weird. Yeah. So I already have 2 motorcycles. I have a sports car. I'm looking at getting a sports sedan. So yeah,
There you go.
hopefully with I'm gonna try to negotiate with this fucking dealership, but they don't negotiate. I'm gonna fucking walk.
There you go.
So I'll find it somewhere else. But yeah, I need a back seat. So yeah, get another car. Other than that, I'm checking people out. Gonna watch UFC 198 this weekend.
On Saturday?
Saturday, yeah, I'm gonna have a get together if you guys want to come over.
Okay.
Is Mauricio
well,
over here?
but
Yeah, I'll be here.
I will be here.
well,
Oh wait, shit! It's a day. God damn it, I can't. Fuck.
I mean, I'm committed.
Yeah, no, it's Corey shit.
Yeah.
Who?
No.
Oh, ninja.
Yeah. All right. Old Ninja, what you got? What you got going?
So tomorrow I'm buying a PS4.
Wait, what? Awesome. What time is your dinner?
8:30.
All right.
So tomorrow I'm gonna buy a PS4. I don't know if I'm gonna get the Uncharted edition or just the system with
Holy
Uncharted
shit.
on it. But I'm playing Uncharted 3 right now.
Wait, hold.
He strategically slipped that in.
Yeah, that's huge.
Yeah, so I'd already planned on it because No Man's Sky is next month also, and I plan on playing that fucking shit. But yeah, I'm actually got hopefully a hookup tomorrow. I'm gonna try to get it in the afternoon before, and then I think the last day of a couple of my classes is tomorrow, and then it's my motherfucking birthday on fucking Saturday.
Yes.
So we're doing dinner that night at a little fancy shit, not Sizzler.
3 tours.
Three. I was thinking the same thing.
Yeah, so I'm turning a century. On
God damn. Triple digits in this bitch.
Yeah, so I'm actually kind of excited because I'm like throwing like 3 bashes. I'm gonna be like graduating and then going to fucking Vegas right after.
Yeah.
So
Nice.
doing big things and then hopefully playing some Uncharted 4 pretty quick. I want to finish Uncharted 3 first, so I think I'm in the
God
middle.
damn it.
I think I'm in the middle of the
Actually,
game.
you know what? If you dedicate at least, I don't know, a day and a half to it, you should be able to plow through it.
I think I'm halfway through right now. I'm about to go to the desert in part 3.
That's about halfway.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so I hit that part. A couple
That's a
days
great
ago.
scene too.
Yep.
Really
So
dope.
I haven't gotten there. I'm like still in the suit. Like
Okay.
yeah, he's still
Yeah.
in the suit. So I'm about to hit the cutscene when we go to fucking the Sahara. So
Nice.
but other than that, yeah, I'll be celebrating this weekend. That's about it.
Popping bottles.
Yeah.
Look what you got.
Let's see. So this weekend, Saturday, I'm actually gonna be hanging out with Mr. Rex. We're gonna be going up to Livermore, going to a beer fest there. And what's kind of cool about this beer fest is that the proceeds go to, I believe it goes to fallen police officers.
Oh, nice.
So like majority of the money goes to that. So I'm gonna go hang out with him. Other than that, my recommendations for if you haven't done it already, you should definitely read Ready Player One. You can buy it in an audiobook or you can buy the actual hard copy.
I recommend it as well.
Yeah,
High recommendation.
Will Wheaton reads the audiobook, so and he does a really good job like doing like different voices of the characters and actually listen to it again.
So hold on. So Will Wheaton reads the audio, like he reads the audiobook, and then he's also in the fucking story.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
It's kind of funny to me.
So yeah,
Yeah.
there's a scene in the book where so there's like the government, like the U.S. government, and there's also like the government of the virtual world. And Will Wheaton and another character, they're like running for presidency of whatever of Oasis, and the main character mentions Will Wheaton's name while Will Wheaton is reading it. So it's like fucking Inception type shit. But on top of that, another recommendation, check out the before and after the cast. Myself, either with Stitch or Prodigy, we do it before the cast, and then after the cast, I do it with Odin Jim. We talk about behind the scenes type shit. We talk about like shows that we don't talk about on the podcast. So definitely check that out.
Good
Alright,
shit.
so hey man, next week you want to do some breakdown of like how we do our shit? 'Cause
Like behind the scenes shit.
yeah, we're talking about doing it for a while now. We haven't done
Yeah.
it, so let's
Make it
let's do it. Let's
Alright.
do it next week. Yeah.
Make it happen.
Yep.
All right. And for me, I am definitely going to be playing a whole lot of Uncharted with Mishka, watching as much as possible this week. And I want to get onto multiplayer with anybody who's down. So that should be fun. And we should Twitch that out as well, especially since we're all playing it. You know what I mean? And I'm trying to catch up on it. Plenty of comics. Black Panther #2 came out. So everyone who saw T'Challa in the movie Civil War and loved him, read, because they're only on issue #2.
Wait.
Well, hold on a bit. All I'm saying is read the current stuff and go back and read some of the old stuff, such as.
So I would recommend first, like if you want to really understand who the fuck the Black Panther is, who the fuck or what Wakanda is, read Black Panther. Who is the Black Panther by? I forget his first name. It's Hudlin is his last name. That's a really good origin of the Black Panther. And if you want to catch up to like the more current Black Panther, definitely read the New Avengers, who we talk about all the time, the Jonathan Hickman run, and Secret Wars. If you read both those two comics, the latest Black Panther comic will make way more sense, because if you read it right now, you're gonna be like, "Why is Wakanda all fucked up? I thought they were
That's
badass,"
true.
and then you're not gonna understand like how they got fucked up.
That's true.
So please read at least New Avengers and Secret Wars first.
It helps.
Yeah.
It completely helps.
Actually, just New Avengers. Secret Wars, it's not required reading. It's gonna help, but understanding how Wakanda got fucked up, New Avengers, the Jonathan Hickman run, required reading.
Yeah, because the great thing is basically based on Chad Boseman or Boswick, whatever it is. A lot of people are loving Black Panther now. You know what I mean? And getting introduced to this character. Kronos is right. Do some of the old reading, and they have new comics with just him in it, which aren't going to make as much sense. out right now.
But
So,
they're still good though. But
Yeah.
you're still not, you gotta understand like why, like what happened to the country.
exactly.
So, yeah.
And then a big plug for Cape and Cowl Comics in downtown Oakland. We are actively, we just finalized some flyers. On June 10th, we're doing a live event at the location. Not just live like we do our Wednesday night podcast. We will physically be in the building. You can come through. We're going to be discussing comics in detail like we do and having an awesome time with people.
Yeah,
So,
they're in Oakland, California, and it's gonna be great.
oh man, I'm so looking forward to it. So we're getting some of the logistics worked out. Some of the other squad folks are going to be checking out the shop too very soon, and we'll go from there.
And shout out to pre-recorded live and something cast.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, happy anniversary to
Yeah,
something.
3 years. It's pretty
3
fucking awesome.
years, damn.
That's like triple our time.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
shout out to them. So much love, and of course Kevin from Comic News and Secret Bay Phoenix Shankman from Heroes and Coffee.
Yes, and thank you to Crystal.
Yes,
Yes.
Crystal from Culture Junkies. Thank you for joining us
And we're thankful.
and shitting on Batman. That was awesome.
Yes.
Right.
I imagine the guys from Cape and Cowl are huge fucking Batman fans.
They are. They are.
They're not gonna like this podcast.
They are.
They're not gonna let Stitch in the building.
Oh.
Ben had
Oh,
production.
come in as Captain America and fuck everybody up.
Oh. Eggplants are our future.
At BNBTI, BenHadProductions.com.
Go to iTunes. 5 stars.
That too.
Smash that like button.
Earth girls are easy.
It's my fucking birthday!
Smash that like button. Yeah.